I'm really hopeful you guys can actually hear the music, because if not, that's going to be pretty silly what you just saw. Let's see, check. How we doing, people? How we doing at home? Hey, let me get situated here. We got some talking to do. Okay, you can hear both. Good, because that would have been super embarrassing. Let me turn it down a little bit. It's too loud. Hold on a second. How's that? Can you still hear it? Let me tell you, that's a good question. Is it the same volume or not? Streamlabs being all sorts of silly. Doesn't want to send it to my music channel for some reason. Why is this shirt fitting on me weird? Hey, yeah, so I usually do the black shirt, you know? Hold on, let me button that up. Sorry about that. I usually do the black shirt, but it really like blends in a little too much with this background, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? G-Money. Check. Check 1, 2. Am I spiking it all? I want to make sure we're not peaking here. And now, check 1, 2. Hey. Man, I'll tell you what, my stuff, look at that. Now my mic has moved over to my music channel now. You want to tell me what that's about? Huh? It's moved over to my music channel. I can't make any sense of it. Can't make any sense. It's not doing, my GoXLRs become sentient. It's making its own decisions. All right, so let's turn this down a little bit. Okay, so like when I do this, you guys hear no music right now, right? Say no music. It is totally haunted. You're not kidding. It's totally haunted. No music. Okay. So we're going to bring that up a little bit. And now how's that volume there? I'm going to get it just right. I want to make sure it's not too quiet. Perfect. All right. We got a lot to talk about here. People want to talk about Third Life again. I think that's exciting because I can't talk too much about it. You know what I mean? I love it. But before we get started, we can't just sit here and not talk about the awesomeness that is Bleppers. Gifting those 10 subs there, Bleps. I don't know why it doesn't come through on that other scene, but I know you did. Bleppers, thank you so much for that. You are unbelievable. Dareth with that sub, that tier 1 sub as well. You guys are amazing. Bleppers hitting up Mia, Rob, It's, Mayo, Mouse, Red, Prairie, Mad, Crumblier, and Rill. Bleppers, thank you very much for that. That's awesome. Lump with that sub. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. All right, let's do this. And so, first of all, it was really kind of cool. I'm not going to lie to you. It was cool to, I was like, what do I want to stream today? And I just said, maybe tear down. I'm kind of in the mood to break stuff. Maybe I'll play a little Minecraft. Maybe we'll, I might as well let you guys in on a secret here. This is going to feel good. So, I started that, hardcore Skizz series in 1.17 Minecraft. Decided to give it a go. Had just about enough footage, just about for one episode, maybe. Just a little short. It wasn't ready to release yet. I had done a lot, did a lot of stuff, but there wasn't enough to actually, talk about just yet, if you will. So today I'm like, well, you know what I'm gonna do, dude? I was working. I'm like, I'm gonna go chime into my world real quick. And my brain's like, don't do it, dude. Don't do it. You can all see where this is going. Don't do it because you don't want to die off camera. But even then, I'm like, even if I died on camera, I would scrap the season anyways because it's one episode. I'm not doing that. Don't do it, Skizz. At least back the world up or something. No, don't do that either. I log in and there's Creeper just like waiting there just to give me a kiss. So I go to like sprint away, control, but my big fat pinky holds down control and the Windows key. So my guy just stands there and looks at the Creeper and he blows up and dies. And I die. I'm dead. That's it. Let me tell you something. So you know what though? It got me thinking. I was like, maybe I won't do these into YouTube episodes. Maybe we'll have like once a week hardcore Skizz stream. That could be neat. I think that could be a lot of fun if we did that. Okay, so you guys want to talk about some more Third Life? I love it. How would you like to do this? There's so much to talk about. There always is so much to talk about. I actually thought, look at that thing comes for me. It's coming out of my ear. So I actually thought about doing like what if we just first step and so on, says Maruki. Like, what if we actually did this? Like, it doesn't have to be this way. Okay, but here, let me do this. Let me set this up real quick. What if, for funsies, up? What if we just did that here? Let's kill the music for a second. Oh, I'd have to pause it. See what I mean? This is the problem when it's gonna get all silly on you like that. Won't get all fixed up. But what if we actually did this? We don't have to do it this way. But first of all, I want you to know something. I couldn't decide what to play. I put out the feeler, put out the survey. You guys answered. It was amazing. And it got me all nice and clear headed. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really glad that they chose just chatting, because this is always a ton of fun just to do this, right? But what if we did it like this? What we could do is actually hit play and just talk a little bit at a time. Maybe we don't even get through the whole episode. I don't know. I don't know about stuff with my face, but there's lots of neat stuff that we can do. See, okay, so first of all, before we do move on, Coffee with that resub. Thank you so much. 22 months, 22. And Manatee Gag. Oh, I know why it's not working, because I'm an idiot. I didn't hook up any of my, I didn't turn on my stuff. So, but I will be able to watch this so I can see what's coming across. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going Logic. Everybody, please do this for me. Do this for Skizz. Say, Logic, we love you, Logic. That's all I want you to do. We love you, Logic. That's what I want to see. Shifty Pumpkin with the 1,000 bits over here. Goodness gracious. At least maybe I can look at that. There it is. If you guys aren't following Logical Geek Boy, make sure you're doing that. Mods, if we can get a little pointer in there, point people to his amazing channel. Yeah, we love Logic. We love Logic. I want to hear that chant. Am I badass? Okay, let me do this really quick. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do real quick. Boop. Boop. That's going to have to be, we're going to do, all right, that'll be another time. Okay, for the time being, since we're just chatting, I can read constantly, which is nice. Talk about your guys' awesomeness. You guys are blowing my mind. Shifty Pumpkin with 1,000 bits there says, you're first rate. Thank you so much for that, Shifty Pumpkin. Manatee, I did see that sub. You're awesome. Thank you. Love to Design's got, what was, I know you get asked a lot, but it's really, I can't speak to that. I can't even, that's not something I can elaborate on there. Lump. Copied that. You guys are amazing. All right, Logic. How are we doing, buddy? Afraid with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Yes, we love Logic. Okay, so check it out. What if we did this?
We'll change to yellow. Now this is okay, but we're in hot water, because if we die again, we will be on our third life. Now this is where it gets interesting, because if you're on your third life, your name turns red and your goal changes. You then become hostile and have to take out everyone else's lives on the server. And if you die in your third life, you enter spectator mode and the series is over for you. This is going to be a lot of fun, so let's jump in.
Goodness gracious. All right, so let's get back to it here. Hold on. This is going to be fun, man. This is going to be so much fun. We can even fast forward too. What do you guys want to know about? Like, do you want to talk about like just my mentality on where I was at on this very first episode? Because I can run you through that. In fact, why don't we do this? Let's let it play. Here, people, called Third Life. This is the brainchild of Mr. Green himself. Let's take my stupid big giant face and let's make that a little bit smaller. Ah, so much better. So much better. How excited was I to join? You know what? What a great question. That being on this show, being on Third Life was something that when I heard that there was talks of maybe getting me involved, just about, when there was just talks of it. Say it's all up in your face. I'm not showing or wanting trouble. Yeah, I know. I can't speak to that, Zace. Thank you for that dono there. How am I batting? So I'm going to tell you this right now. How did I get approached to be on Third Life? I can answer that. So let's cover those two things. How did I get approached? And then what were my feelings on that? Right. So while we're going to be doing this, let's put the music back on. No. We'll just do this. and then we'll play for a little bit and talk a little bit. This is going to be great, man. This is going to be fun. So I was doing a lot of Among Us, right, with that crowd, with Green and company. And every time that we played, every time we did our thing, it was with Among Us. Not, you know, it was obviously a lot of fun, but in between matches, there was a lot of laughing as well. And we all just got along very well. Well, as you all know, Third Life was a brainchild of Green. And when he was kind of spitballing the idea with some of his brethren, if you will, he reached out to Impulse. He's like, hey, do you think Skizz would like to be a part of this? And Impulse is like, I imagine so. Yeah, I'd be happy to ask him. He's like, yeah, ask him, see what his thoughts are, whatever. So it was, at that time, it was just this idea, this loose idea that Green kind of had floating about his head. And so I was like, it's like in the original Ace Ventura, right? Gee, let me think. Sure. So the second he asked me, I was like, that sounds awesome. I mean, yeah, that sounds like the idea at that time wasn't entirely hashed out yet, but it sounded like it would not only be a good idea, but a lot of fun, and then get to play with some really cool people or whatever. So naturally, in that moment, I was like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be too invested in this becoming a reality. And here's why. Because I don't want to get my hopes up. Right? I don't want to get my hopes too high. I knew that I wanted to. There was no question there. I knew I wanted to. I knew I was excited to. But there's a couple things I could fall through. One is that, you know, change their mind and be like, nah, let's just do hermits only or whatever, or you know, bigger YouTubers, whatever, you know, whatever, what have you. And then also the fact that it just might not pan out altogether. In this business, if you will, there's a lot of ideas always floating about, right? Like, you guys enjoy Naked and Scared, that Impulse and I do together, and believe me, we love to do it. We've had a million ideas, and that's one of the few ones that has really become a reality, right? Because you're always thinking of ideas, and sometimes you end up like actually smoothing out those ideas and really trying to pull some triggers, and something still falls through. So you just have to be okay with it. So I was super excited. I couldn't wait to get going. So here we are starting this one here, right? So let's have a little look. Let's just listen to my voice a little bit, and I'll tell you about where my head was at that time. So I've got a heck of a crew in this. Look at this. Look at these people. Got a heck of a crew here. Look at that. Here's what these people don't know. Okay. Skizzleman has the edge. So let's go back. So let's go back to that for a second, right? So I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna crew in this. Look at this. Look at these people. Okay, so that right there, right? I'm like, we got a heck of a crew here, and I was all excited and everything, and I even like stopped recording for a second. I just stared at that list, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. You know what I mean, dude? You just gotta stare at that list. You're like, this actually has the potential to be pretty cool. And was I nervous? I don't know. I mean, maybe a little bit. There's something. I know the server being, I know, right? Server being all green. Look at that. There is something wrong with me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's something kind of wrong with me. Like, that can't be true. I've got to have times when I get nervous, but for some reason I just don't get nervous. I don't know. I used to, and it's not like I'm immune to it. It's not like I can't, but it takes a pretty extreme situation. So here's an example. Many, many years ago, back when I was still like performing and like doing stage stuff, drumming stuff on stage and whatever, that's probably where a lot of that, I did acting as a child. As you know, I did a lot of drumline stuff, but more importantly, I did a lot of solo stuff, right? Just me and a drum on a stage and over 1,000 people in the audience. Like, that is a situation where once you kind of get over that, you're like, I don't know if I can get nervous anymore. And it actually turns into a scenario where the more people there are, the less nervous you are. It's crazy. Like, the bigger the crowd, the less nervous you are. It's here. The stage is an interesting gig because you're on a big platform and there's a lot of people looking at you. Everybody's looking at you, and somehow it still qualifies as one of the most lonely places in the world. Super strange. Being on stage, especially solo based, is one of the most lonely places in the world. It's very hard to explain. Anyways, my point being that I don't get super nervous. It doesn't mean I can't get starstruck here and there. If I met Danny Carey, like the drummer of Tool, I can tell you I would very much be starstruck. If I got to really actually meet Maynard, I would be starstruck. If I met Tom Hanks, I would be starstruck, right? But here I am playing with these amazing people, and I wasn't nervous. I was just grateful. You know what I mean? I was just grateful. So I want to do a good thing. And when I'm editing, I want to make it spiced up so you can hear when the music comes in. That was very deliberate. People, got a heck of a crew here. Look at that. Here's what these people don't know. Okay. Wait. See that? And does anybody recognize that song? Child of Mr. Green. Who recognizes this song? Got a heck of a crew in this. Look at this. Look at these people. Got a heck of a crew here. Look at that. Here's what these people don't know. Okay. Skizz has the edge because they're naked and scared. So I know what it is to step lightly. Okay. Let's unpack that a little bit. We're not going to even get through the whole episode and I'm fine with it. Nervous and stage fright, way different. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Nerves and stage fright, two totally different things. You get the yips. I've had that before, man. I've had that before where I'm not going to pull out the drum pad right now, but I've had it before when I was younger where I just couldn't do a single rudiment. I was like 15, and it was my first big show, but so I'm going to give myself a little leeway. So let's unpack this. I'm like, I got the edge because I'm naked and scared. Fast forward, by the end of the episode, I've already lost my first life doing Enderman. So there are things that you're like, well, I really wish I didn't say that. But here you are. Wow, hold on. Let's read. I want to read that. Look what Doctor's saying. Dude, you totally belong there. You almost sound like you're feeling a bit of imposter syndrome. You're such a good and kind dude. I can't think of what third life would have been without you. What a nice thing to say. I will tell you this. I don't know if I've shared this before. This is a little personal, but let's go ahead and power through. I do believe, and I was told by somebody at work, I think I do have legitimate imposter syndrome. I really do. And it was something I didn't even know it was. Somebody called me out on it before I even knew what the verbiage was. And it was funny. I was talking to two people. I was talking to this girl and this guy at the same time on phone. And I was just talking about something. I was in charge of some stuff and I guess I had done a good job or whatever. And I don't know. I'm weird like that. Anyways, I had said a couple things and she goes, do you know what imposter syndrome is? First time I'd ever heard it. And I said, no. And the dude's all, because you got it. So I researched it. I dove into it and I looked at all the different nuances of what qualifies of imposter syndrome. And it was not the Barnum effect in that moment that I was reading it, because I was like, I'm clearing my mind and I'm asking myself, does this apply to me? And it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming how I was like, oh crap. I'm like, that is exactly me. So you're right. I have a little bit of that. I'm trying to get over it. Look at the spin. You guys are too nice. Dunning-Kruger. Is that what it's also called for realsies? You were the name that got us the most excited for Third Life. We talk about it all the time. How much you bring to collaborations. Man, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Beeves. You guys are awesome. Every human experiences imposter syndrome at some point. Yeah, you're right. You know, and that's what's funny, right? Is that they always say that there's have you heard this is a naming the show and the character. I've done this before. Who can do this? And one of you got it. Ready? Here comes. Naming the show and the character. Confidence. It's the food of the wise man, but the liquor of the fool. Who can name that, right? And while I'm watching to see who gets that first, the reason I bring that up is because it's always said that there is a fine line between confidence and arrogance, right? But way on the other end of the spectrum is going to be, it wasn't dibbled up. No, come on. I love the guy, but come on. We'll give him that much credit. Cobra Kai, no. Ooh, is anybody going to get this one? Address. You guys are too nice. Leverage. No, not friends. This is fun. I love this. I love doing name it. And who's going to get that? I'll say it again. Up there. The Office. That's right. Who said it? Was it a new girl also? Wasn't Michael. Nope. Wasn't Michael Scott. I want to see who can get this. It's so like, it is such, I'm just up. I'll give it like 10 more seconds and I'm going to tell you. Not Dwight, not Aaron. You guys are just naming characters. It's a very insightful phrase. I don't think that was in Aaron's character. Not Dwight. No. It was. All right, here, I'll say it one more time. It's not Kevin. Not Robert California, although that is fitting for his character. Confidence. It's The food of the wise man, but the liquor of the fool. Okay, I'll tell you. It's in The Office, and it was a character that was on the show twice. He was on it twice. Was an Oscar. Also fitting for his character. Not the Asian guy from the warehouse. Boom! Mr. Benz, Vikram. You got it, Vikram. And now a lot of you are like, who is Vikram? Vikram was the dude that Michael Scott temporarily worked with at the call center when he needed 2 jobs. And then later came back in. It wasn't Idris Elba either. That was, oh boy, what was that character's name? Charles. And Vikram came back into the show later when Michael started up his paper company, Michael Scott Paper Company. And he hires him. And that's when he says that line, and Pam's all like, I'm going to enjoy working with you. But then he left because he needed to. All right. So my point being that, yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of that when but I didn't feel like necessarily out of place. I felt like the new guy, which you should, but I didn't feel out of place. I was just happy to be there. You know what I mean? Super happy to be there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just, let's gear up a little bit and just get ourselves into a place to where we can get a little safe, get some armor, feel good about ourselves, feel good about our place in this world. And let's set up shop. We want to make sure we're living through the night. We're going the distance. Skizz is going the distance in this series, and I'm just super excited to be a part of this. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Well, this is a terrible start. Going the distance. Yeah. Okay, so you see this right here? Well, this is a terrible start. This is like an hour later. I could not. That was the other thing, is that when the series, so a lot of people don't know this. When the series started, right, we were randomly, it was like random, like where you spawned. And so many people spawned in clumps, right? Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Impulse, B-Dubs, and Cleo all spawned like, pff, hey, buddy, like right next to, I could not find people for the longest time. Now, I should have traveled a little bit more, but I did travel like a decent amount where I was like, I should have run into somebody if by accident by now. What is going on right now? So here, what you're seeing here, there's like an hour in where I was like, I don't know what, I'm just trying to stay alive, and I'm hungry. I couldn't find food to save my life. Couldn't find it. It was true. I'm telling the truth, I say. Look at I went scouring for food. There's not one cow out there. There was a rabbit. I saw him. Hold on. We're going to talk to Shut Up and Pick and say, you are welcome. I'm glad you're using this compass. That's awesome. Come to his death. I'm in trouble here. I just need to make it through the night right now and then hopefully get some food. there was not one fish, not one cow, nothing. Yes, Maruki. All the and I was part of that problem. I killed a lot of those cows too. I totally did. Yeah, we're not supposed to have helmets and good. See this? Later, as I was editing, I was like, it took me, you'll see later in the episode, be like, oh, I'm not supposed to have a helmet. And as I was editing, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to have this helmet. I totally forgot about it. I'll realize it later, but I'm a dum-dum for now. Still need a shirt. Still need a shirt. Just opening this up, waiting for it to get daytime. I don't like to tread this cautiously. But I am hungry, so I can't even move fast. That's all right. We got to think positive. As soon as it's daytime, I'm not the only one who forgot about the helmet. You're right.
And I'm going to make a shield.
Oh, yeah. Give me my shield. Give me. Look at that. Look at that. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha. Okay, let's go east here. So there's got to be something in here. There's got to be something. I will tell you there's a lot that goes into the nuances of editing, right, that you're going for. So sometimes, I'll be doing things and I will literally back off something by a handful of frames in order to get the timing just right. Right? Like you want it to be like that time, that cadence, that humor cadence. Sometimes you can nail it, sometimes not so much. I don't know, you guys, anybody hands up if you ever watched Solo Skizz, right? I did a Solo Skizz series for a while there, and I did a little prank in there where I was trying to make a flying machine that was going to take care of the sugar, right? And it was a total prank where I was like, it's not working, and I come around the other side and see that, I was like, oh, I put the shears on the wrong side, total joke or whatever. But the cadence of that, the way I tried to play that out in my head, I tried to make it perfect, and a lot of that's happening here too in the post, the post and everything. How did I learn to edit? Just self-taught, entirely self-taught, to be honest. I will say this here we go, a little story time. You ready? Story time. When I was younger, I was going to school for film a little bit. This is back if you ask me how I learned to use like Adobe, 100% self-taught. But this was back when we were actually doing film, believe it or not. And it was kind of weird way to edit, but we would film and then we would take the film and put it up on the wall and then film that with a video camera, dumbest thing ever, and then do the editing that way. I can't make any sense of that, but that's what they wanted to do. Okay. So our assignment was we had to do a piece on the media lab, which was like books and computers or whatever. So we had to like just make a short piece on it just to talk about what it was and who can use it and whatever. It's riveting, right? Well, I didn't want to just like film it and then talk about it. I wanted it to be kind of enticing. So I picked the music and then I kind of became the director, if you will, or whatever. And I was in this group of people. And when we went to shoot, I was like, give me a top down shot and then let's get a pan across this way. And then let's get a close up of this person, all these things. And this guy's like, why are we filming all this random stuff? I'm like, just trust me on this. Just do it, because I had something in my head. So there's this specific, hey buddy, there was this very specific Dave Matthews song that I wanted to use for that opening sequence. And so I chose it and I knew how I wanted to go with the music or whatever. Anyways, I took those shots and I did all this stuff. And there's a part of the beginning of the song where it goes into a real legato feel. And during that legato feel is when I had that pan across, right? So we had like the, God, what song was it? Bum, 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 bum. I can't remember the name of the song. I'm blowing it right now. Anyways, but on those hits is where I had like going into close-ups of people and all that in different areas. And then there's like this, like a guitar trill, like, and as it did that is when I panned across or whatever. It was very fitting for the music. And the dude I was working with, he was a lot older than me because I was a young kid or whatever. But we were there or I was editing. And as I put that piece together, he's like, and he was there for the whole thing, the whole way of questioning me, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And when that piece hit, he's all, you have an eye for this. And what I thought was like super flattering. He's like, you have an eye for this. Like, I didn't know what you're doing, but I had no idea where you were going with this, but you have an eye for this. So whatever you want. And then I'll do it. And it was just like the best thing ever. Right. So in that moment, I was like, maybe I enjoy editing, for the most part or whatever. So in terms of how to use, it was from that album, definitely from that album. In terms of how to use Adobe, that's all just self-taught. And I would venture that after all this time, I think I'm pretty good with Premiere Pro. And I would venture that I've only mastered maybe 2% of it. And I've only had exposure to maybe 10% of it. Because there's so much to it that I just haven't even messed with. You know what I mean? I couldn't find any food last night, and I actually traveled a great distance. So I'm finding a burger. Oh my God, there's something. I was starting to think there was a straight up problem. Wasn't Dancing Nancy's. Oh, crit. All right, back down we go. Even put in some stairs here. Got the food. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap out this gig and we're going to get out of here. I don't want to stay. There were some good resources just to get. So we're going to tap this place out and then leave. I think I want to get up higher. I haven't run into anybody yet. I haven't gone a whole long distance, but I haven't seen a single person yet. So we're going to go meet our neighbors. Pay attention. See, now let's talk about that. So we'll talk about Third Life, but I do like talking about the editing piece, right? So the music is always trying to make the music very fitting with what's going on. And I was trying to find my way. And what I ended up doing in this first couple episodes was when I was by myself, my companion was the music. And when I had a companion, there was no music, right? And then later I kind of started, we had to hang out with me and the people and the music. So that's why I typically bring the music down when I meet somebody, because the music from a companionship standpoint is replaced by the person in front of me. I also like that it was set up like I haven't met anybody yet, right? And then you'll see the music go down and now we meet our first person. And it's very, very brief, but let's watch it again. It's fun. I think it's fun to do this. I like to analyze things. Get out of here. I don't want to stay. There were some good resources just to get. So we're going to tap this place out and then leave. I think I want to get up higher. I haven't run into anybody yet. I haven't gone a whole long distance, but I haven't seen a single person yet. So we're going to go meet our neighbors. They're all underground in caves like smart people. Whoa, I hear somebody.
Oh. Hello.
Who's that?
Impulse. Where are you?
He thinks I'm Impulse. Oh, I hear. Who we got here? This is Skizz, man. I'm underground. Are you guys up above?
It's you. You got a personal voice. Oh, you're underground. That's smart. I need to find somewhere to get underground.
Come on. There's stairs over here. Come hunker down with me.
Are you in the ravine? You know what? You can stay down there in your ravine because I think you're personally quite insane.
So in that moment, when he was like, "Are you in the ravine?" Like totally flabbergasted. My brain's like, maybe I shouldn't be down here.
Staying in a ravine. ravine, so I'm gonna go find a nice, lovely cave. Skizz, you stay in the ravine.
Sounds good. All right, we're packed up, heading on out. A lot of sunlight up. That's another thing. I like to change songs when we change intention, right? So the music was chill before. We were hanging out in that little crib, and then now this is our exodus. We're leaving, so I like to change, like really jump to another song when we're changing scenes, we're changing feel. Whoa, I hear somebody. Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Who's that?
You
Hello.
can stay down there in your ravine because I think you're personally quite insane staying in a ravine. So I'm gonna go find a nice, lovely cave. Skizz, you stay in the ravine.
Sounds good. All right, we're packed up, heading on out. A lot of sunlight up. I couldn't leave anything behind. I want it all, greedy. Okay, heading east again. We saw that there was some life over here, and the hills went up, and it's kind of a really good looking area to set up on top of the hill or something. I want to get a. And that was, so at this point, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to set up camp. And I did mean to get towards the center. I didn't think I'd get as lucky as I did and end up like dead center. So all the maps you look at, you can see Skizz Point is like the eye of the storm. I love it, right in the middle. See if we can see who our neighbors are. But I think, yeah. Let's answer Mr. Benz's question about when's the next Naked and Scared. So Impulse and I have talked about that. We can't wait to get started again. And we're going to do the same thing where we stream together and we record those, and that's our Naked and Scared. That way you guys get to like watch it live, which is really cool. It's going to be either I leave this Saturday and I'll be gone for a week in Colorado. We might start the week after that, or it might be another 2 weeks after that because I got to end up going back to San Diego. So if we can get 2 in there, so I go to Colorado back, San Diego back. You guys all know this. Jamaica back, New York back, and then I'm going to be done traveling for a long time. And I'll be able to do a lot more of this. So either in 2 weeks we'll start, or in 4 weeks we'll start. I'm not really sure. You have to pay attention, like stay in there. So we'll have to see. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, it was nice hunkering down in there for a little bit just for safety in that first night or two. But now it's time to get serious. Now it's time to go over there, get some altitude here, get this figured. Right, so at this point, I still have only run into Joel, and it was like super brief. Right? I want to find people. Now you can see me. I'm actively traveling here, and I can't find anybody, man. Happy Crafter, gifting those subs over there. Thank you very much. Gifting 5 subs over there. Happy Crafter, thank you very much. Hitting up Wildflower. What's that? Tercoletto. Chelly, Tower Sup, and Mrs. Beeves. Thank you. Oh, it's a buddy bomb. Thank you. Wait, keep forgetting that. Happy Crafter with the buddy bomb. Thank you. Figured out. Look at this guy already trying to end my season. Look at this guy. Jerk. Foreshadowing. Been down in there. What do we got here? Who's been down here? We left some coal. Taking it. And here. I shouldn't. Now here's another place where I'm like, what are the rules here? Did somebody claim this and I shouldn't take this coal? So I'm like, maybe I'll get out of here. I was too nice. Okay, right here. Top right here. This is my new gig right here. I'm going to set up. I'm going to cut down all these trees. Set up a nice flat area here. And first things first, we're going to have to, I can't leave coal behind. And we'll make a safe area in a second. I'm feeling pretty good about this area. Got a good amount of food on me right now. Don't want to take that too much for granted. We're going to clear all this out and see if we can get ourselves, I want people to walk by and be like, that's Skizz's place. Nooch. And I want them to say nooch. Is that too much? Is that too demanding? I cracked myself up. So that's what I wanted. I wanted people to be like that. And that's what it came into. Like people actually use Skizz Point as a reference for other things, which was awesome. So right beyond Skizz Point, or go to Skizz Point, turn right, or whatever. Right? It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. Can you say it at home for me? Can you say nooch? You did it. Awesome. Thanks. I hope people actually said nooch at home. This is just a safeguard right here. Don't judge me. This is not my house. So one of my favorite comments on this episode was I pointed out, this is not my house. This is not my house. This is not my house. It's not my home. And then we meet Ren. He's like, hey, you got a little house here. It's awesome. Just so I can come in and out real quick if needed. So this is not my house. I can't say that. Colorado is for softball. Hunker down for a little bit. Say nooch all the time. Nice, Soka. I hear there's, if you guys remember in the last episode, my death, I do a little flashback of this moment with Ren, my first meeting of Ren and Ren dog out there.
Want to use our facilities, so we need to get up. Was that a voice? Hello?
Hey, Skizzleman over here. Ren, where are you at, buddy?
What's happening, baby? Where are you at?
I am up on top of the hill, and I am hunkered down because this skelly wants to put an arrow right in my eyeball.
All right, dude, I'm coming. I'm coming, all right? I've been deep down in the depths of hell. I need some fresh air, man.
This blows my mind that he's so
dude,
close.
Listen, I might have been able to collect something of great interest.
I also felt like an idiot when he's like, I have wares. I'm all, yeah, what? I've never heard of things before described as wares.
Really? You, in particular. Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep. I can't tell you about it, though, because you might, you know...
I was
don't
hoping
want
he'd pop up
anybody to know
right
my
into
strategies.
the center.
Okay. You can't. Okay.
I know that we're supposed to be friends and whatnot in the beginning, but at the same time, I'm a businessman. Okay?
I love it. I can hear you digging. Careful, there's a creeper up here that's being a jerk, too. Oh, I can see you.
Hello? Hello?
Look at this.
Hello?
The way he
Got a wren
says hello.
here.
Hello? Bro! Oh, you got a little house and everything going. Oh, bro, this is awesome.
Oh,
Hold
you're
on.
getting attacked, dude.
Yeah, you got an infestation, my friend. Don't
I think
worry.
I almost...
I need a creeper down.
Oh,
This happened fast. I'm coming.
oh my goodness gracious, dude. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's
All right, so at this point, what's going through my head, right? So I'm like, you know, Ren's here now, and now let's hang out. Let's get this collab going. We have no idea what we're going to do. We're going to talk about none of that or whatever. But I am sort of like, what you don't want to do is you don't want to do anything that's going to make Ren be like, okay, I hung out with Skizz for 2 seconds and I almost died. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. And I know that because in the next episode, Martin does that to me. I would have never thought that I would end up enjoying Martin as much as I did. But like, to me, he was like my kin, right? Like Ren was our king, but Martin was my kin. You know, we were one and the same. And I was like, this is what it's like to play with me. He's such a wild card, man. But I tuned it down for
fine. Can we go inside, please?
Come on in, homies. Martin is super funny.
okay.
He's way too funny.
Dude, give me a moment. I need to sip my beverage.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I almost died the first
Yep.
night
Right,
of
Dino?
hunger. Like,
Yeah, me too. Because I started the series with like 2 hunger down. So yeah. Dude, listen. I am kind of a traveling merchant of some kinds.
all right.
I've got wares.
You've got what?
Wares.
I was
Things.
so embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
That might
Things.
help you.
Okay.
Yeah, things and stuff.
You want to trade? I can try. I got some.
Yeah, what you got? What you got?
Let's see. I found it.
boy.
All right. So we
I love
trade a
it.
little. Let's fast
Apple
forward.
takes the
leather, and I don't have any need for that leather. If I can. So he leaves.
Well,
And look at that. See that right there? What does this turn into? Who can tell us what this turns into? Who can tell us what this turns into? Honestly, there it is, Mama's casserole, and that was the best part of that I actually quizzed him. Look at all the Mama's casserole. I actually quizzed at Mama's lasagna. Later in the series, I was like, "Hey, see this Mama's casserole? Do you know who dug this?" And he's like, "Who?" I'm like, "You did." And he is super like, "I did." I'm like, "That's how we met." And he's like, "What?" Like, I mean, how cool is that? That's what I love it when things come full circle like that. Oh man, I love it. Let's see. Question about that. Did you know that you crossed Joel's mine and he knew about its route? Okay, here's what I'll say. I didn't know. The answer is no, I didn't know that. I knew that's something that, first of all, I didn't cross anybody. Somebody crossed mine. When I cut this thing out, when I made Mama's casserole, it was legit. It was legit. It was like clean. I saw nothing. Later, I went through and I'm like, what are these blocks here? And I opened it. I'm like, what? And there's one had gone through it. And it was just like this, like, it was ridiculous. I was like, that's just bad luck. So somebody ran into it. You know what I mean? Well, of course, Elder. Not that we work together very much.
a red came up.
Forever. It's like, should I go down there and see what this is all about? What's he got going on? This is probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. Let's go check it out. A little karma there. Well, his pockets were full. All right, so now I go down here. Nothing exciting here.
Dang it!
I'm gonna fast
Like
forward.
Goosebumps. We're gonna stay.
Yeah. Should I take him on? Now, this is one of those things where I wish I had manned up a bit.
I need a bit.
Oh, so by the way, this is a Skizz thing just to take what's in front of me and just do stuff.
I was getting. That's what I do. This is what Skizz does. I get super sidetracked.
I don't know why I do that stuff. I just like as I'm recording, not even I'm just recording. I'm like, geez, what's my face doing here? All right, go with it. See, yes, it's like Zed. Him and I could totally belong in a show together.
Yeah.
We
That's
are
what
the
I do.
same
This
like
is what
that.
Skizz does. I get super sidetracked.
All right. I
Hey,
should have
this may have
faced
been
these
dumb.
phantoms. Well, I might be. I still need to run into people.
I've got to be the last
And
person.
I'll tell you this too. Tango, when this first one was done, Tango was hitting me up on Discord. He's like, dude, where were you? And I was like, I couldn't find anybody. But I did not move around as much as I should have.
Person to get that achievement. That's my first kill so far. Come on, Skizz. All right, sun's coming up. That is good.
So well, good little babe.
Scared me.
Holy, hello?
What's a solidarity?
Is this yours?
Yeah, just a little.
And look at that. Little does the audience know that Jimmy is going to accidentally kill both of us later. And ultimately, Skizz is going to take him out of the series. I mean, how crazy. By the way, if you're hoping to binge this whole show, there's going to be massive spoilers here.
Thing to hunker down, dude. I will give you my life if I can get some wool. I'm about to make a bed
wait.
out of my hair.
I haven't got any.
Yeah.
I've got 5 string. Will that do?
You keep this straight. Have you not been? Are you not being hunted by phantoms? It's like nighttime is just a disaster.
Well, yeah, dude.
Like, neither one of us know anything about that. You know, neither one of us have any idea. What's up, Kate? Neither one of us have any idea on what our fate is going to be to each other later. And we actually become full-on enemies later, right? I mean, not real, but I felt a little, when I took him out and he was gone, his series was over, I felt a little bit bad about that. Had a great season. I loved how everyone would come by Skizz Point. I know, K-Kin. That's what I'm talking about. I loved it.
It is pretty awful. It's pretty awful. Dude, I hadn't even got a bed either. I'm in the same boat as you.
Look at that.
Haven't even got a bed.
I forgot about that. No helmets. I forgot about that. So you don't have a bed either.
You were the
have
only
no
one
bed
with
either.
full gear.
Yeah.
Full iron gear. Dude, this nice little house here.
Oh,
I've got no bed either. No, we're one of the unlucky ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's gonna sleep at the same time anyway. I'm not sure.
Well, they tried to.
So why the no helmet rule? The no helmet rule was really kind of drive home people's faces. We didn't want people hiding their faces. And then it was also kind of nice to just take away that little extra bit of protection from everybody. But for the most part, it was just to keep all of our faces right there in the service. You know what I mean?
Too earlier, and then I felt like I was the odd one out. They're like, get bed, and I felt like I was 5 years old again.
Right, I'm gonna
real,
keep
by the way.
chopping down some oak wood.
Right.
To be fair, I'm still looking for other people's bases as well. I'm just trying to get the
layout.
Wait, it's got.
Okay, so here's another thing that you're going to notice about me. This is something I worked on throughout the entire series. I suck at reading the in-game chat. I'm the worst. So watch how long I'm like, what? Huh? Meanwhile, the second it pops up, Jimmy's like, oh, no. And I'm like, what? No, no. What? What's up? What? Like, it's the worst. And you can see right there, watch how long it takes me to realize it.
Scott just died. Same time anyway. I'm not sure.
Well, they tried to earlier, and then I felt like I was the odd one out. They're like, get bed, and I felt like I was 5 years old again.
Right, I'm gonna keep chopping down some oak wood.
Right.
To be fair, I'm still looking for other people's bases as well. I'm just trying to get the
layout.
Wait, did Scott just die? Scott just died.
Shut up.
Look how long it takes me.
Oh my
gosh.
No. I know, Zace. I'm telling you, man. Bunny Bond with the $3.14. I loved you in Third Life. I'm so glad you were there. I was so addicted to it. On another note, I love editing and replay mods so much. It's like my new toy. Replay mod and copyright-free music. Yeah, you're not kidding. Actually, I got like halfway through your most recent episode, Bunny. Bunny, please, permission. If you're not following Bunny Bond's YouTube channel, make sure you're doing that, please. Go ahead and one of the mods, please throw that up on the screen if you could there, or in the chat there. Gotta get over. Bunny Bond's got her own series going on right now. There it is right there. So hit that up. Give that love a follow.
Oh, Scar.
One more time. Look how long it takes
I'm
me.
still looking for other people's bases as well.
One
I'm
more
just trying
time.
to get the
layout.
Wait, did Scott just die? Scott just died.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
No! So that was actually a big moment, and I was really glad that I got to like experience the first death on the server with somebody else. So I feel very fortunate that Jimmy and I happened to be hanging out at that time. But in that moment, it was like, dude, We just started the series and somebody's already dead. What is going on? And he died by a creeper. Later, when I saw what Green had done, I was blown away, but we had no idea what to expect there. Oh, Scar.
No.
Oh, that's brutal. Dude, I'm telling you,
but
right? B-Dubs came here. Dude, you're not kidding. That's okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk, people. Let's talk a little bit. I was sad Scar was dead. I was thrilled I wasn't the first one. That was my Super Bowl. I did not want to be the first death. But I was the second. And their creeper, like, straight up he was giving a creeper a piggyback ride. I thought he was going
See you,
down.
native.
I've had a near miss with the creeper, but it didn't get me. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh, first death. Holy moly.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back here. I have an idea. I'm gonna make this Skizzle point. I'm gonna make a big red cone at the top of this thing. It's gonna be
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Lesson learned, Skizz. Stop saying what you're going to do so early because things don't always pan out that way. Then you're just that guy that didn't do what you're going to say. I hate that. You need to be like more on it. Either do it or just don't say it. But I can't help it. I like to have good ideas.
Yes, I like that. Everyone will be able to see that then as well. So
Yeah.
we'll know where it is. Right, I'll catch you in a little bit.
All right,
See you
man.
in a
Take
little
care. Yeah, I totally forgot. No helmets. We covered this. What was I thinking? I made it without even with this. I'm a dummy. But now I got this useless helmet just chilling here. Yeah, I'm glad I
don't
didn't
want a
die
mob
for
to
that.
pick that up, so we're just gonna tuck this away. It'll despawn. It'll despawn. I don't care about it. You didn't see it because it was behind the scenes, but I traversed high
That's
and
true.
low. Even did some
Babe,
boating.
yeah.
I cannot find any sheep. They don't exist. They're not. There's no such thing. There's no sheeps. They're not real.
There's no sheeps.
They're all gone. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'll find something. I'll figure it out. Just makes nighttime very difficult. But this plot of land is kind. I didn't give this the TLC I wanted to because I was out looking for blankets. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a nice, probably square planet.
NJ has this question. So here's a question for you, Skizz and Bun. What's your average between recording and releasing episodes? For me, it's about a month, but I feel like I need to step it up. So that I'll tell you, because I work like legit work full time, and I'm very busy. I did get a lot of time back because I'm not coaching anymore. The season's over, but because I work full time and lately I've been traveling more, it's been increasingly difficult. And wanting to do this hardcore series, that fell through. I told you earlier what happened there. That was a bummer. So sometimes what's really embarrassing is how often I do stuff and then it ends up like I have to, like, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And in terms of getting on a cadence, like for this one here, I was getting one episode out a week, right? We'd have one day where we'd record. That's what I learned, is that just sit down and get the content and then I can go back and record later. It's the finding of the time, specifically with Minecraft, the finding of the time to play for, hours upon hours upon hours upon hours in order to do the stuff. You see it all the time where somebody has this amazing build. And if you watch Solo Skizz, I had some decent, sugarcane farm and stuff like that. Some pretty big builds in there that I'm like, man, you see this all the time, especially the cats over in Hermitcraft and in Logic. I watch what Logic does, watch what Slime does. They make these builds and I'm like, that was like 20 to 25 hours of your life. You know what I mean? So to me, it's the play time that's the biggest lift. The editing is still a lot of time. So for these here, we would record for 3 hours. And then from beginning to end, like beginning to it's published and I'm done with it. I'd say the amount of post work was probably about 4 to 5 hours, right? Post work, right? So it would be around 9 to 10 full hours of work. Every episode was about 9 to 10 hours of my life, which I actually believe is not that bad. And that's considering 3 of those hours were just the recording piece. But yes, I need to step it up big time. RiaCraft21, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you. Platform, and then we'll carve out the corners later, but the actual world is going to be, I like it. All right, let's fast forward this. I wouldn't mind getting to the next episode.
Let's see. Let's go south. Enderman.
Now I'm traveling. Look, a cow.
Really.
So what do I do?
Getting the building going.
I should have kept that cow.
Did I hear it drown? I'm hearing stuff, man. Oh,
hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, man? You good?
I'm good. I am good.
I've come to spread the good word of Ren chanting.
Yeah, look
It's,
at you.
Okay, first of all right, you ready for this, people?
another reason I loved hanging out. So this is my first actual this is my first encounter with Martin. I meet him later when he almost kills me, but Martin, yeah, that guy is to be aspired to because his post production is just ridiculous. He's the best I've seen. But so I don't know if you guys ever watched the show The Hills or whatever. I never really watched that show, but The Hills is like it was a reality show. It's the furthest thing from a reality show, but it's supposed to be an unscripted reality show. It's just the setting is in the super like rich area. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really understand. I mean, I watched a little bit of the show, but not really. Anyways, so one of the characters, Whitney Porter and her husband who used to work on the show, not be on the show, but work, his name is Timmy Porter. They decided to do this series where they like do a reaction video to the old Hells ones. And they sort of give a behind the scenes of like, yeah, this was not real and all that stuff, which is kind of cool. Right. And, she does this thing where whenever she like ends a word with ing, she always puts a K on it for some reason where it doesn't belong. Martin does that too. And I find it to be so awesome and so funny. Listen, my goodness.
It's a brand new startup business. Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, man? You good?
I'm good. I am good.
I've come to spread the good word of Ren chanting.
Ren chanting, which is like she does it all the time. So when he did that, I'm like, I'm gonna like this guy. But this is the first. When he said Ren chanting, I'm like, what are you talking about? But this is the first time I'd heard of it. Look at you. My goodness.
It's a brand new startup business on the server. Our catchphrase is "Don't be a dog, be a god."
And what I really like about this is that neither one of us knew that we were going to ultimately end up developing this really tight bond with each other. You know what I mean? And it grew, man. It got to the point to where Stress does it too. It got to the point to where, like, so when Etho was part of the Red Army as well, it was like this really tight bond. It got to a point to where I abused it when we were playing Among Us. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was an episode of Among Us, or a match rather, where Etho and I were lovers, and I was a normal lover. He was an imposter / lover, and his other imposter was Tango. And it came down to it. He had to choose. He had to choose between me and Tango in regards to who he was going to win with. And I said, Red Army to the end. He's like, oh, no question. And he votes him off and we win. It was so awesome. Oh, that was good, man. We have some good Among Us.
And if you want to follow me, let me give you a tour of the place.
I love it.
Come along. I'll show you what's going on right now. So you've obviously seen the very unfortunate passing of our friend Scar.
Oh, dude.
We here at Ren.
My dudes.
We here at Ren
hello
chanting.
there.
Look, I brought you a customer. How great is this?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, dude. Skizzles, my dude. I can actually see your house from here.
Okay.
You know.
My house.
Yeah.
There was no talk of king, of kingdom, of Dogwarts at this time. It was just Ren trying to start a business. And what's funny is when his place gets ransacked, I think that's what inspired him to be like, dude, we need to like toughen up or something to that
Craft
effect.
needs to add the ability to do air quotes with our hands.
Yeah. You just do it with your head.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
you
right.
just
Chalupa,
jump.
that'd be
You jump
good.
twice.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
1, 2.
And
That's
tweak.
it. We're
Maybe
spreading. By the way, Chalupa, that's like one of my favorite things at Taco Bell is a Chalupa. Wish I was eating one right now. What time? Look at this. It is 4 o'clock. I have not eaten one thing today. Not one thing. And now, people.
Oh, whoa. Family
Whoa.
friendly. No tweaking here.
Oh, have I pushed it too? I pushed it too far, haven't I?
Yeah. The line was right here, and look, you've crossed it, and you've gone over to your furnaces. That's an even graver crime.
Look at this beautiful place
I
you
have
already had.
So with Legacy, I got to get back at it. This obviously took a lot of my focus, and then I was traveling again. I want to get back at it, but I'm so out of the loop. I've got to do some research to find out like where everybody stands and everything because I blew it. I really blew it. I'm looking forward to getting back on there bad. I've got those Among Us clips in my phone gallery. Do you really? That's awesome.
Welcome to Rain Chanting.
Yeah, I agree.
Love it.
Zace.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's very simple. You come in here, okay? You can use this enchanting table. There is an app for you to use.
So you're gonna see a little. You're gonna get a little peek into Skizz's nature for a second here, and I talk about it too, but we're gonna actually unpack it a little bit.
You
already
can
have
use
lapis?
as much as you want, as long as you replace the lapis. However, there must be an exchange of goods.
Okay. What do you want?
What you
One
got
piece
for us,
of
Steve?
gear for one life.
Oh, I left everything. What do you want?
What you
One
got
piece
for
of
us?
This is
However-
the best. He's like, there must be an exchange of goods. I'm all, okay. What do you want?
There must be an exchange of goods.
Okay. What do you want?
What you
One
got for
piece
us?
of gear for one life.
Oh,
One
I left
life.
everything in.
Excuse me. I'm
I
the
just wanted to see
financial.
if he'd go for it. Sorry, I was just trying to get an advantage somewhere on this server.
We got an advocate for
Skizz,
you. Yeah.
What you got for us, dude? I'll tell you what we need.
A bucket.
Sugarcane,
Okay.
paper, leather. These are the things that are required.
Sugarcane, paper, leather. Okay, I'm on it because I'm going to make a sugar. So here's the deal. I'm going to make a sugarcane farm because for that very reason. But my next focus, my Super Bowl, if you will, I need wool. I can't. I'm being destroyed by these phantoms.
Skizz, you know what? This is a gift on behalf of
Look at this.
Enchanting. Okay, we're gonna give you as an opening, a first day opening extravaganza. Wow.
Yeah. By the way,
first of all,
Ren's
that's-
ability, his
First
360
day
ability.
opening
Look.
extravaganza.
Wowza.
I need to.
Okay, first of
I
all,
need to
that
adjust the sensitivity on my mouse so I could do stuff like that. 60 was amazing.
I know, clean, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
Now,
thank you.
I
I
even
this comes
said
with
it.
First day opening extravaganza.
Wowza.
Okay,
You
first
get
of
one
all,
of
that
these.
360 was amazing.
I know, clean, wasn't it?
Hey,
Now,
thank you.
This comes with a caveat, though. Everybody you come across, you got to tell about. You got to tell. You know, you got to shout the.
That's where the
Rain
whole bond
Chanting
started.
Bats
That's
slogan,
right.
which
I'm
is,
writing the coordinates
Littlewood, what's the Rain
down
Chanting slogan?
right now. And what I really enjoyed is when I pitched Mama's Casserole idea. Well, he named it. When I pitched the idea of doing the underground tunnel, which is later, the fact that he was just like so into it. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, we're gonna make a good group here.
It is. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. It is. Hold on, it's on my files here somewhere. Let me just
I've actually lost it too.
here it is.
Don't be a dog, be a god.
Okay, Red, I want to tell you. I want to tell you right now. Okay, Martin, he said that to me, and it sold me instantly. I thought I might want to go enchant, and then he did that out there, and I'm like, don't take me to your leader. And that's why I'm happy to be here.
Dude, that's how we do up in this business, okay? You get a free bed. You can enchant now if you want, all right? This is like an IOU deal. So you do the enchanting that you need.
Okay.
You make sure that you bring us.
All right, so in this moment, he's giving me a bed, and he's going to let me do enchanting, and it'll be an IOU. This is the peek into Skizz's character I'm talking about. I cannot owe people money. I cannot owe people anything. Like, I hate it so much. So much. To the point where I've just like, I have to take care of those debts, and for a couple reasons. One, I don't like being in debt to people, but two, I have this like crippling fear that life's going to take over and I'm going to end up forgetting. Right? So it's like I just got to take care of it. So I spend so much time trying to get what he needs that by the time I get it to him, I'm like, you don't even need this. But it turned out when I brought him all that cobble later, like that was actually a big deal. That's what helps complete Dog Wars.
The sugar cane.
Okay.
As much sugar cane as you can.
Okay.
And
Right,
just
fast
let
forwarding.
everybody know this is the number.
Fast forward.
Be a god.
Man, you guys have got such.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was
what
me.
happened there?
Be a god.
And we won it with the effect that
Don't be a dog, be a god.
Man, you guys have got such.
Wait,
awesome
what happened
voice
there?
singing.
I thought I was playing Quiplash for a second there. All of a sudden it was like, hey, I'm Schmidt.
no, he does this thing.
You
Yeah.
need a ton of sugar
boss.
cane. Yes.
Don't want to burst your bubble, but there's a bit more water over here than what you're currently working with.
All right.
Keep on looking.
So this episode here, we're fast forward. I'm just cleaning up here. Nothing big.
Skizz, we were just talking about you.
Dude, where have you been?
Okay. We got a green. So this I found funny. I'll be
Hello.
honest. First time I run into Green and Scar, not knowing that this is.
I'm gonna get lost. We need some.
These are going to be my
Okay,
sworn
let's
enemies
see here. Let's
on
get
this
ourselves,
server.
let's get ourselves situated.
See you, Benji.
Oh, we got somebody off in the distance there. Who's that? Who we got? Let's go see who this is.
They can't hear me just yet.
Hello?
Proximity is a.
Hey! Who we got over here?
Hit every lily pad.
Who we got?
Look how my ability to dodge lily pads is
Hey!
the worst.
Hey! Who we got over here? Who we got? We got a green. We got a.
Now I find this funny because for a little split second, it's like I felt like Green was actually legitimately upset. Like where have you been? Because I guess there was a lot of points where people were like, where the heck is Skizz? And which is kind of awesome, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I wasn't trying to avoid anybody. Fred with that Prime sub, thank you very much. Thank you.
Green over here.
Oh my. It's Skizzle!
Skizzle, we were just talking about you.
Dude, where have you been?
My ears were burning. Didn't I sound like I was in trouble? I'm actually just right over you. One more time.
Skizzle, we were just talking about you.
Dude, where have you been?
My ears were burning. I'm actually just right over yonder, right on the other side of the pond over there.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Scar. Scar, come here, buddy.
Yeah?
Give me a hug, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, thank you. It's been a rough day.
That
Give him a
was
little
rough.
hug there.
That was hard to see, dude.
If only you knew the whole story.
Yep. And that's when he tells me what happened, and they go back and forth. And I could tell that they were both kind of excited.
Okay. So let me
And
ask
we're
you
going to
this.
dominate the server with industry.
Gentlemen, how is the friendship? How's it going?
It's good.
Okay.
Good.
You
It's
guys
a little
gotta-
one-sided at the moment.
It's got to be, but look at you paying your dues. I dig it. Listen, I'm over here. I need to do something.
I
guys.
almost
made a
felt
promise.
kinda
You
bad
guys,
for
Are
them.
you guys enchanted? You're not enchanted up. What are you doing?
I'll be honest. I didn't put two and two together. I didn't know that what they were doing was trying to get like a monopoly on Darkwood. I didn't know that's what they were doing, right? I didn't even realize it, but I should have realized it the second. I don't know if it was even in the video, but I went to leave. He's like, "Hey, do you have any saplings on you?" And I was honest. I kind of feel bad that they went through all this trouble and then somebody else ends up finding some Darkwood. That was pretty frustrating.
Where did you get all these beautiful
You
enchantments?
gotta go.
Skizz, report to the principal side, right?
Enchanting. Okay. Now there's a oh boy, what is it? There's a phrase I'm supposed to say, and I'm supposed to do it with some sort of neat, ominous approach. It is. Oh, I know what it is. You guys ready? This is what it is. Listen closely, okay?
Waiting.
Don't be a dog, be a god.
So that's what he wants everybody to say. Don't be a dog, be a god, and you got to get on over there. I got the coordinates if you guys would like them. I'm actually gonna put them in the chat.
I haven't
right
got
now.
any money.
Dude, look at this. You want to know what this cost me? Nothing. Well, that's not entirely true.
Free
No,
surface?
I need to. I owe him. Actually, do you guys have any sugarcane by chance? I can't find it to save my life.
So thank you for that right there.
Yeah, so I owe him a lot of sugarcane, maybe some leather, stuff like that. But I'm gonna put Renchanting cords.
You know what, Zace? I might do that. I've been thinking about that for a while now. I think I'd like to like create it so that I'd like to see you guys like create your own world, like actually create. You know what I mean? It's like have a Skizz world, Skizz land, make a Skizz land. It's all about fun stuff, right? That could be cool. Do a patron server where it's all just I've been thinking about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I'm not sure why I haven't pulled the trigger, but I think I will. I mean, now, says Zace, all up in your face. Borgo with that tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. 3 months. In the chat here, you guys got to go check it out because it's a pretty big deal. I feel much more confident now. And I have done what I'm supposed to. Yeah, clips.
I did. I passed
I'm gonna
the
keep
word.
thinking about it.
Very good. Very
Keep
good.
thinking with my face.
It clearly cost you something because you're here advertising it for him.
Well, I am because I'm trying to be a good buddy, but I do owe him. I owe him sugarcane, like a lot of it, and he put me. All right,
let's fast forward a little bit.
There's
What
a
was
little
the
bit of
thing?
interest.
Dude, okay, so
I heard that.
first of all,
Always
I'm
fun
really
fun-
proud of
Right
myself here
What are you guys doing?
because
What do you?
this was one of those moments where, like, as I was editing, I was like, yeah, I need to put the text up on there because what it ends up doing is you would barely hear him say, dude, I totally have sugarcane. But when you put the text on there, it's super clear and super loud just because you can read it at the same time. This is sort of like the Green Lantern, blue bedspread. I don't know. What is it called? What's it called? What are those two words that sound the same? Actually, there's lots of them that do it now. Green. What is it? Somebody's going to remember. It's two phrases that you say them and they sound the exact same. Like they sound the same. It just depends on what you're reading at the time. That'll be what you end up hearing. What is it? Green. So green needle and something. Green needle and something. Anyways, since I put the text up on there, you can actually really hear them. So watch, listen to it. What are we just clearing out the land here?
He just walked away.
Just walked away.
Oh,
Make
good.
sure you leave any saplings behind.
Okay, let me see. You're looking for dark oak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any. Promise. All right,
Green
I'm on my
needle,
way.
brainstorm.
Looking for sugarcane.
Bye, dude.
See ya. Hey, no, I heard that.
Now,
Hey,
listen.
looking for sugarcane.
Bye, dude.
See ya. No, I heard that.
Yanni and Laurel, right?
People on the server.
I am willing to bet that if I just left it at, hey, I heard that, people would be like, you heard what? But since I put it up there, it really drove it home.
Find sugarcane. I'm finding more humans than I am sugarcane. I haven't seen a single bit. Give me something. Am I crazy to be in the swamp? I thought that sometimes there was sugarcane in the swamp. What's that? What's that? Hold still, Skizz. Whoa. Hey! All right.
That felt good to find sugarcane after all that.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's how you get started. Just getting it started.
That's the
Nothing
start of the
fancy.
sugarcane. I actually end up
Just wanna
making
get
a
it
pretty
going.
good
Be careful.
size
It's starting to
farm.
get dark already.
Not
Just wanna get it
massive, but
started.
pretty good size. All right, fast forwarding.
Point. There's going to be a giant
Etho.
red. Gentlemen, this.
Good stuff, man. You're looking a bit frazzled.
About you. We haven't seen you once.
I love Etho, dude. Here we go.
Oh,
What's up?
Skizz.
How you
Doing the
doing?
work, my dude. You love to see it.
Skizzle,
Hey, man.
you are alive.
I'm alive, buddy.
We were worried about you. We haven't
Yeah.
seen you once.
I almost had the same outcome Scar did. I was working away and I heard that ominous and boom, it went,
Yep.
but I lived.
Good stuff, man. You're looking a bit frazzled, though. Like, are you all right?
What's he talking about? Sis played the Simpsons theme for you in Minecraft. How do you play it in Minecraft? How to stop a Skizz? Put a lily pad in front of him. Right.
Feel great.
You got a nice place going here. Mob
Yeah.
proof and everything.
Yeah, I just I just made it nice and safe up here. I'm going to be creating a big supporter. Gentlemen, this here is going to be known as Skizzle Point. There's going to be a giant red cone
Skizzle point. Okay.
all the way up in the sky.
Beginning of the
end
Excellent.
of glass. But Ren
Well,
Diggity
you can see
Dog.
Ren chanting right from here, too, which is great.
No
Got you on
blocks.
Each other's base.
Yes, yes. And by the way, I came across
Manatee,
Green
that's awesome.
and Scar.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, do you guys know how Scar died?
Yes, Green killed him.
You knew that. Okay.
He died right in front of me. It was.
He didn't mean to. It was an accident.
How
He was
dumb
trying to
am
pull
I?
a prank. It was actually a really funny story.
Okay.
I
Creeper
still
snuck
think
up
it
on-
was an accident. It looks like it was intentional, but Green wouldn't do that. I think he was just trying to do a fun prank or whatever. Oh boy. Let's see. A new season on subreddit. People have suggested a new season of Third Life could disable chat and only use proximity. Ooh. Huh. That's not a terrible now. Oh my gosh, that would be something else because I'm trying to think. We used chat as like, for example, like for dog warts, right? If like, you're in trouble, put in chat. Coordinates will be right there. You wouldn't be able to do that otherwise. Interesting. We almost need like beacons. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, some way to put up like the bat signal or something.
Behind him and got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually trying to find the desert. Like, do you know where it is from here?
Absolutely. So there is. Let's see which direction.
I say absolutely, and I go in the
I want to
exact
say if
wrong
you shoot
direction.
straight east, you'll hit one. You guys gonna go in the
Just
middle of
come
the night
from
from
the
the
east.
brave.
No, we've just come from the east.
That's Ren's place that way.
Okay, well that's now I feel silly. And then it must be what direction? What's it? Oh, I was trying. No, it's got to be west. I like honestly, if you go west, I think you don't even have to go very far, and you're gonna hit
This
a
is
huge
where I'm
desert.
coming
It's
up.
actually where I spawned. It's why I almost starved.
I
to death.
shouldn't have gone with them.
Well, there's only one desert, so that's the one that we're looking for.
Let's fast
You guys
forward.
have.
Creepers.
Let's see. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just run by.
Oh, we're gonna shut it.
Just run, dude.
Keep going.
Why did
Fine,
I
Bob's
let
already
you
gone.
talk me into this?
Mob's already done, Skizzles. Don't worry, my brother. Come on.
Have you ever played like a CTM map before, Skizzle?
I have not. What is? I'll tell you what. I'm telling you right now that this series made my mobility a lot better. Like what I just did here was pathetic. I could have, the way that they were moving, I feel like I could have passed them both like this because being around Martin is he is a slick mover in Minecraft. I really think this series made me a lot better in that respect. What's that?
Creeper up ahead. He's on you, Ren.
Yeah, you're being hunted, homie.
This
Oh,
was
there's a
series
ravine
was
here.
right
There's
up
a
my
ravine
alley.
here.
It's
Yep,
so
yep,
much
yep.
fun.
This is it, though. This is the.
This is it. Yep. This
Ooh,
is it.
ooh. Yeah, see, look, this is
Not
my
that
little,
way.
this is my
You
little
wanna know
pad
something
right here.
else?
If you
I'll
want to go
let you-
downstairs, it's kind of a safe. I'll let you guys in on a secret. You want to know something with your faces? You want to know something? I really enjoy and the cannon that Etho makes. Right, he makes that cannon that shoots a TNT or whatever. I was like, here's what I want to do. I know Ren was amazing. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to work on. I want to see if I can
build a cannon like in seconds flat. Like that's what I want to be able to do is build it like as quick and complete with, because he was building it so that, because we didn't have the repeaters, but he was building it so that he would hit the button, charge all of the big cannonball of TNT that would soak together, and then he would use flint and steel to, that would be the charge. He would use the flint and steel to charge the cannonball at the last second and have to time it. Whereas if you do it with repeaters, it's just a single button push, right? But obviously he didn't do that because we just didn't have repeaters. But in any case, my point being that I was like, I want to get it down so I can just do it like this, like have the equipment and have it from there's no cannon to I've got a cannon in seconds. And I think the quickest I did it, I need to start timing it again. I think I got it down to, it might be around 20 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? I want to get it even faster so that next time we do Third Life, I'm the cannon dude. Give me the stuff and we can go and we can see an enemy. And not only that, but I want to get it down to, I know exactly, how much TNT to put in and to go for the right proper distance or whatever. And even that's kind of dynamic. That's shifting. It's kind of a moving target. Violent Toaster, thank you very much for that Prime stab there. How many about it? That's what I want to do, right? He made a creeper cannon, did he? That'd be cool too. That would be cool. You guys can just, not even my pad, whatever.
Don't look over the edge with the skeletons nearby.
Yeah.
Just don't look behind you.
Yeah.
Snappers. Were the torches here
Look
before?
at that. There's the beginning of the sand castle.
Wow. That is a lot of torches.
Smokes.
I have a feeling they're claiming the whole desert.
Thanks, Violet. Violet,
They're not
thank
gonna get
you.
this cactus though. This is my cactus.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'll pick up the cactus while I'm here.
Grab one of those.
Zace.
Probably pick up some sand too.
That is, who
Maybe
is
a
up
couple
there?
dead bushes. You never know.
Yeah.
See those again?
Just resource up a little bit. Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
either
take
where do you
some
think
sand,
that you think they're living in the mountain? Like, why would you torch up an entire mountain?
too. That's a lot.
I bet they are. They probably got like a.
Look at that.
They got to be on top, right?
Look at that mountain, dude.
They got a cave base, I think, for all.
Well, there's a
Oh,
little house over
snappers.
there on
Such
the
an
other
etho
side,
thing.
a little, like, stone hut.
No, that's mine.
I
That
think
goes.
they would go on top of the hill though. For
That's mine.
protection.
That's a stairway down. That's all that is over there.
All right. Well, let's go have a look. I mean, we're not hearing anybody on proxy, so. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this.
There's a bit of a cave.
As we
Right
look
up against the
around a little bit.
border.
This was really fun. Now, what's going through my head here is like I'm hanging out with Ren and Etho, and we're just sort of real relaxed, and nobody's a threat right now, and it's just I knew that the series could take a turn, it could change or whatever, and we might change our disposition on one another. But for the time being, I remember thinking I'm just gonna lean into this, and it turned into be like another good brotherhood.
Does it hurt if you touch the border, or can you just not go through it? I didn't even think about it.
You can touch
probably,
it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you just get bounced, but you take some damage. All right. Well, this is very curious. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
There it
Here's
is.
a something. Here's a
It's
something.
got some beds. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
something.
it is a
Gold
something.
in there.
What's with this?
Not a lot of stuff though.
Oh,
What's
he
with
made
this
a creeper
pressure
cannon.
plate and all this dynamite? I'm just kidding. So this is oh, okay. Okay.
All right. I mean, this is a pretty good spot, I gotta say. Like, corner, like,
Yeah.
dudes, when things get down to the hunting stage where we're hunting each other,
So-
I mean, where
I
you
don't-
live really is important. I mean,
Yeah.
like, this is a really
Foreshadowing.
good
I agree. That's why my house you guys saw over there is at the top of the hill there, and I'm planning on making it almost hovering or whatever. But
Yeah.
but we're gonna be friends forever. No hunting.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about? Yep.
Yeah,
Not
we are
scripted.
friends.
Not with
forever.
Scar forever, but
Although, Skizz, I wouldn't listen. Etho's a good one. The rest of the village people, thumbs down. They came into my shop. They caused chaos. They broke everything.
What are you talking about? What
So you
happened?
ready?
Yeah.
You want to know the truth here? I did not know about any of that. This is everything I'm telling you guys is the truth. I didn't know about any of that, and I was like, legitimately like, that's messed up, right? Like, but it's supposed to be messed up, right? We're all buddies and we're all having fun with it. But I remember thinking like that. This is way too early to be like grieving people that
there's
fast,
been some
right?
chaos already.
Listen again.
They came into my shop. They caused chaos. They broke everything.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's been
No,
some
dude,
chaos already, Skizzle.
Dude,
Are you kidding me?
the village people arrived at Renchanting. Ether was a gentleman. He was. An
I'm going to
absolute
defend
gentleman.
my village people, though. I don't appreciate you talking about them that way. They're good people, but they take what's theirs, you know?
Did you already get Ren? I swear, Ren does something where he actually intentionally tilts his head down a little bit, so it looks like he's looking at you over those sunglasses. Cracks me up, man. Insight? What are we talking about here? Did you get
Etho
ransacked?
started the whole thing, did he?
All I'm saying is there's some peeps that can't be trusted. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's it.
Well, here, I want you to take this.
I'm not bad mouthing nobody.
Did he? I didn't even know
that's all
that.
you.
You guys
Why,
are
thank
teaching
you.
me about
Yeah.
third life.
Is that a gift?
That was
No.
part of our deal, wasn't it?
It's not. I accidentally left that in my pocket when I left.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot to put it back, so I'm giving it back. All right, fast
But not
forward,
now.
fast forward. See you guys.
I mean, to be honest, I've completely lost track.
Okay,
of
by the
all-
way, just so as you know, what you're about to see, let's just let myself get embarrassed. Let's get the
that, like,
Enderman
all
death underway
understanding
here.
of the lines.
Now, it's very unlucky.
Didn't you say that was yours?
It's unlucky that
Okay,
I'm
so I thought
looking
you were
right at
talking
him as I
about,
come over the hill, but my defense was
out of
the
there, Poison.
worst. I panicked.
You're okay,
Now,
right?
keep in mind, we've been playing for over 3 hours, right? Like a few minutes over 3 hours. So I'm just sort of like in that Minecraft stupor, if you will. So the next thing I know, I'm being pursued. And I'm like, let me just capture him in a boat. That was all I focused on. I should have used my shield. Watch this. Gonna close my eyes, says Aaron.
Not really.
I just see two husks sandwiching you into a cactus. It's like, you might actually be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, no,
that
I'm
was
dead.
great.
Guys, it was fun. It was fun. Help me.
Oh, no. Wait.
Hold on.
I got a boat. I got a boat.
So
I
do
got
I.
a
Yeah,
boat.
we got boats. We got boats. We
He's
got
not
boats.
getting in the boat. Don't let him kill me. God!
Oh, let's get desensitized to it.
Oh, I put the boat down.
Korean spot. Didn't you?
You might actually be in trouble.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, I'm dead.
Look
Guys,
at that.
it was fun.
You might
Look at
actually be
this.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You might actually be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
that-
no,
that
I'm
was
dead.
great.
Guys, it was fun. It was fun. Help me.
Oh, no. Wait.
Hold on.
I got a boat. I got a boat.
So
I
do
got
I.
a
That
boat.
was
We got boats, we got
frustrating.
boats, we
He's
got
not
boats.
getting in the boat. Don't let him kill me. God! Oh, I put the boat down.
Right,
He didn't
Aaron? I
get
put
it.
the boat down and he didn't do
You
it.
might actually be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
that-
no,
that
I'm
was
dead.
great.
Guys, it was fun. It was fun. Help me.
Oh, no. Wait.
Hold on.
I got a boat. I got a boat.
So
I
do
got
I.
a
Yeah,
boat.
we got boats. We got boats. We
He's
got
not
boats.
getting in the boat. Don't let him kill me. God! Oh, I put the boat down. He
Look
didn't
at
get it.
Grian. See that? Grian and Scott. See that? Look at all of them. That's the only people left on the server. There wasn't that many people. That was the other thing that was a bummer about that. A lot of people had left the server because it was so like this was a few minutes after that 3 hour mark. A lot of people had left the server. And then I died. So a lot of people came in the next week and they're like, what? When did Skizz die? You know what I mean? So a lot of that was missed too. That sucked. Oh, man. Oh, boy. God, that is just, oh, I hate Enderman so much. I put the boat down. He didn't do it. Oh, jeez. All right, so let me see. I got to get back there and get my stuff. I'm already on my second life. Oh, man. I know. What a
Skizz
bummer.
Oh, Skizz, dude.
During the daytime of all times, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, Endermen are my ethos, not trying to, but he rubs it in just a little bit. During the daytime of all time. Who does like
Nemesis, dude. I hate them so much.
Yeah, Skizz. I was just saying to Etho, my dude, like there's only one person you can blame for that, and that was you.
I know. And the Enderman. All right.
You looked at the Enderman.
I know. I don't know how that happens. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you for bringing me this.
Well, let's just remember what's happened here, Skizz. Okay, in the future.
I know. Look at all the all my
when-
crap
when I
they're
say
giving back to
you,
me.
Skizz, remember that day in
Oh, come on. I gotta go check out the village. Word with one of your employees.
this.
So that's it for that episode.
I wish I was, because if I was, I'd claim it.
And
If
watch the
was,
way I
I'd
wrap
claim
up
it
the
right now.
episode. Oh, you
You're
guys.
so brave.
I'm going to keep working. It was good hanging out with you. I'm going to sit here and weep, and I'll catch
All right,
up with you.
Skizz.
See you
Yes,
guys.
yes.
Gosh dang it! That's how I ended. Oh, that's how I ended, just by saying, gosh dang it. I was so upset, man. Oh, that was so frustrating. All right, so tell me what you think. Right? That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun to do that. That was fun to kind of go through that. Maybe next time we can do another just chatting and do another episode or whatever. But I'm not ending this stream right now or whatever. But that was just, I'll tell you what, man, that was so frustrating to die like that. But you know what? I wouldn't change a thing about the season. I wouldn't. I would legitimately not change a thing about the season.
because it was just everything about it was just so much fun, and everything was just perfect. You know, and the next time we do another season, we'll watch Martin pretty much put me in lava and then throw down a cauldron with water in it so I could get saved. I mean, that was pretty amazing, actually. And only got better from there. Yeah. Oh, the Cleo kill. Oh, yeah. There's a lot more to talk about. This episode was I wouldn't say a boring one because it was fun to get things kicked off. But you know, a new series always starts off a little slow or whatever. But it was just too much fun. Too much fun, man. Yeah, I was in 116. Yep. How much of the series was scripted? Goose egg. 0% scripted. All we did was just agree to all play at the same time, use proximity chat, and let's just see what happens. And that's what made it so much fun. That's what made it like what you saw there was kind of everybody's personality coming out or whatever role they wanted to play coming out. It was just super fun, you know. It's not super itchy. I just like to scratch her that. I know this beard started as the no shave stream streak. I don't remember what I looked like without a beard. I've gotten so used to it. It's ridiculous. Like Green or Scar could stick to a script. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Oh, Efred, thank you. Yeah, it was. I'm hoping we do it again. There's obviously talks of potentially doing it again. Obviously, I hope that happens. You know, Eclipsa with the 500 bits. Thank you very much. I love the beard. New, what up? New, oh, I should do a new mug with the beard. You're right. Yeah, Mr. Skizz seems to like it. He seems to like the beard. I've definitely gotten used to it. I'll tell you that. Thank you, Coffee. Yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, if we end up doing it again, I feel like I can't get started fast enough. It was just too much fun. I really, really, really hope we do it again. There's no question. No question about that. It was so much fun. See if either will help you learn modded Minecraft. You and Etho work well together. We do. I really enjoy his presence, man. He's got just such a good even keel. Like, Etho's one of those dudes to where when you're talking to him or you're in the same room, you just kind of feel better about everything. I mean, that's a gift. You know what I mean? That's a gift that he has. He's just so chill. He's also like that dude where I almost think like he's a figment of my imagination. Like in one of the episodes after there's a big old, like, I think I end up dying to the dynamite or whatever, and I'm floating in the water or something, and he's like, he just pops out of nowhere. Aren't you glad you got involved? He cracks me up. That's being Canadian. Yeah. He's such a good dude. He's got just such a chill vibe, man. Yeah, Joker and I, we razz each other a lot when we stream together. It's fun. We need to dial it back a little bit, but it is still fun to do. We get along quite nicely, Joker and I do. In fact, one of the best things ever, and I wonder if I could possibly pull this up. Do you guys remember? I actually did a TikTok on this. Did a TikTok on it. I don't know if I'll possibly be able to find it. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. What? Don't let me do it that way. Let me see if I can do this. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Unless I do it like this. Hold on. Wait. What if I do this? Boom. And I have not done a TikTok in so long. Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, yeah, I was just doing some, like, mainly Among Us, best Among Us clips on it for fun. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I want to make sure. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. I'll share out my screen. We'll do it this way. I'd like to go full actual screen if I could. That would be good. It won't let me. Hold on. Okay, this will work. Okay, ready? You should be able to rewind TikToks, I'm just saying. All right, ready? We're going to share out the screen here, and I'll do some audio too, and we'll watch this TikTok together. This was another moment between me and people, let me tell. All right, let's talk Among Us. I know we've been talking Third Life. Let's talk Among Us for a second. We're going to have some fun with this conversation. Let me mute the music. All right, come back to this, and let's go. Where is it? Oops. Okay. So check it out. We'll just play it this way. It's fine. I'm fine with it.
I can't reach him.
Yep.
Me from over there so that I can, if you can kill me, then I can just float across and do the
Watch
other
this.
side of this task. Because
Jump. I'm
I
gonna jump.
remember this.
I'll catch you. My arms are out. Come to me.
Can I press the button and make it
Mr.
like
Joker.
extend or something?
Yeah.
Can you see us over here? Come here, Impulse. Can you see us?
Yeah,
Watch
I
this.
can see you. Well, I can't do anything about that.
Why don't you come report it, buddy? One more time. Let's do it again. Now, why am I telling you this? Because we're gonna unpack this a little bit. Jeez.
Okay.
How do I get over there?
You can't from there.
Fine, I didn't want to anyway.
You just taunt Astro. Can you kill him from here? Can you reach kill distance?
I'm trying to reach him. I
You
can't
should
reach him.
kill me from over there so that I can.
They
if
don't
you
know I can
me,
kill
then I can
anybody.
just float across and do the other side of this
Do
task.
it.
Because
Jump. I'm gonna
I
jump.
remember this.
I'll catch you. My arms are out. Come to me.
Can I press the button and make it
Mr.
like
Joker.
extend or something?
Yeah.
Can you see us over here? Come here, Impulse. Can you see us?
Yeah,
Watch
I
this.
can see you. Well, I can't do anything about that.
Why don't you come report it, buddy?
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
So super fun, super funny, right? So now why am I showing you that? I'm showing that because like when I play Among Us, it's so much fun. It is so much fun to play Among Us. I love it so much. I'm not in it to win. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's not entirely true. Yeah, there's times when it's like it gets to the wire and you kind of want to pull off the W because it's but I'm in it for the entertainment factor. I like doing things like that. I like messing around. I don't want to be so flippant that it sort of loses the luster of the game, the desire to win. You know what I mean? But I'm not that into try to like everything to win or whatever. And for that reason, a lot of the times I end up kind of holding back a little bit, right? There's times, and I even said, I'll mute myself and I'll talk to you guys while we're streaming. I'd be like, it's Impulse. It's Impulse. I've known the dude for 25 years. I'm telling you it's him right now. I'm not going to call him out right now. And I'm not always right. I'm not always right, but I'm actually right a pretty high majority of the time. I made a huge misstep last week that I'm super embarrassed about because the previous week I was sheriff and I killed Tango instantly because I just there was something, man. There was something about the way, and it was like the match had just started and I just knew it. And if you watch that clip again, you can see how I go, yeah. And also like in the second he starts singing, I'm all, yeah. And then I kill him as sheriff, which is super risky that early because obviously if you're wrong, then you're dead. Well, last week I tried to do the same thing to Impulse. I could not have been more certain that he was imposter, just the way he was acting. And I was wrong. I was dead wrong. So that part is fun. You know what I mean? It is fun to just, to take those risks or whatever. But for the most part, I'm there for the entertainment value. $5 yeah, from Zace all up in your face. Says, you're such an inspiration. I have love and respect for you, Skizz. But if you tell anyone I was being nice to you, I'll deny it. Too late, buddy. It's on screen now. Hi, my buddy. Thanks for that, Zace all up in your face. It's too much fun. Among Us is a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm not necessarily in there just to win. Do you like mod or vanilla Among Us better? You know what? That's a good question. That's a great question. Somewhere in between. I like the sheriff role. I really do. I don't like it necessarily when we play with like 500 different roles and it's like, I don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different things. I'm like, I don't even know what to make of this. And so they sort of, if you play with too many roles, they almost start to cancel each other out in a way, which is weird. I really do like vanilla Among Us. I think there's enough to the game to where just vanilla is a lot of fun. But for the most part, as long as I'm just playing it, because the game is just a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun to play. Izamish, thank you very much. Those 500 bits there. They are bringing roles into vanilla. Is that right? So what? Vanilla's going to get more roles? Yeah, too many roles kind of ruins it, right? Yeah, too many roles ruins it. Now, I don't have a problem with there being the existence of a lot of roles. I just don't like lots of different roles at one time. You know what I mean? But other than that, I just think the game is just so much fun. I don't know if I'll be playing this Friday, though. I don't know. I've got to leave for Colorado very early in the morning, so I'm going to have to play that one by ear. Yeah. Yeah, Lovers makes for some really funny and memorable moments. Yeah, no question. And it's kind of weird because when you have an imposter who is also a lover, that part's weird. That's a weird dynamic there. It should randomly choose like 6 roles per game. 6? What do you mean? You mean choose like one of the 6, you're saying? Yeah, do it, coffee. Do it, coffee. I had my coffee. Boop. Feeling all charged up. Going out to dinner after this with some friends. Excited for the food, because I haven't eaten all day. But I'm excited to see them too. I love them. I haven't seen them in a while since they moved. Like a bunch of jerk butts. I don't know why jerk butts move. I'm really sad they moved. They're some of my best friends, and we miss them. You give me a Minecraft mug. You know what? Coffee, I wish I knew. They still haven't made a decision where we're meeting up. So I'm like, you guys handle that, and then we'll just be there. Just tell me where to be. Jerk butts be twerk butts. I know. Oh, what? I don't know. I don't know what kind of food we're going to get, but I just know I'm hungry. And since they moved, it's probably going to be one heck of a drive. Which makes me sad because they used to live right down the street. They should not have moved. How often do I get to hang out with Impulse and Tango in real life? Not enough, I'll tell you that. Honestly, I hang out with Tango not super often. But when we do, it's always such a good time. And Impulse, who's, obviously my best friend, is right down the road, and we barely hang out, but because we're both obviously busy, we have very different lives. But here's the worst part. Here, I'll go ahead and fess up right now. I'm blowing him off tonight, and I feel terrible about it. We made plans to watch the Suns game 2 tonight, and I was looking forward to it too. And then I blew it. And so we made additional plans with this other couple of mine. So I had to choose between the two, and I love all of them. But the choice I made I'll admit, it's based on the fact that they don't live here anymore, and this is going to never happen type thing. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. That's the way. Oh, there's Tango. See, that's what I said. Not enough. That's what I said, Tango. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. Tango's he's a fun one. He's fun to hang out with. We have a lot of good laughs when we finally do. Yep. And Tango knows when I come back from my we'll make a plan. I know you got season 8 on the brain. You got to keep that focus. So when I come back from my travel in Colorado, we're gonna see if we can find a stream to do together. Do Decked Out. You know what I mean? Want to do Decked Out? It's gonna be awesome. Master Right, thank you for that raid there. Welcome, Raiders. Just doing a little chatting. A little chatty chat with Skizz. Just doing a little bit of chatting with Skizz right now. Having some relaxation. I like these streams. I like doing the just chatting streams because I like to be able to actually read what you guys are doing. When I'm playing games, I don't quite see. Oh! I do have a question for you, though. I got a question for you. Actually, is it a question? Not really a question, more of a general wonderment. Name it. So I found a new game that I want to stream. Are you ready? Here it is. And I did a little test drive of it earlier today. I bought this game. It was like over $40. And I like watching your horror games. It's so funny. Yeah, they spook me out. I'll tell you that. Okay. So here's the game I'm going to stream probably in a couple weeks because I'm going to be gone next week. Maybe if I can, I'll try to find a way to stream it tomorrow. Maybe. But I'm kind of wishing this one, I'm going to literally have to put a thing on that says mature. Just like Little Nightmares 2 was kind of rough around the edges, so we went mature. And when we did Labyrinthine, same story. This is along the same lines as that. No, it's not on the same lines, but the same premise of I need to mark this one mature because it has the potential to have some gore. How do we feel about gore, people? But the reason I want to play it is because I actually really like. Should I tell you what the game? I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. And honestly, I just played it a little bit, and I think that once I play it, because I've played games in the past where you guys watching like I've got to buy this game. I think I could put a little ad on my actual channel for that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, but this one is called. Hold on, let me see if I can. Because there's many versions. This is the most recent one. This came out just a couple weeks ago. This is Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. So it's a sniper game. It's a sniper game, and like I said, I just did a little test run or whatever, and it kind of brings you through this tutorial, learn the tools. Because I don't want to make you guys sit around for me having to like learn how to use all the tools or whatever. But it is like I'm really impressed. I'm impressed with this game, the way it does its thing, the way it's like, whether you're standing, crouching, or completely prone, what it does for your sniper rifle, how you actually need to hold your breath to really stabilize it. It accounts for wind. It obviously accounts for drop. You can, dial it in or whatever, but you're also on some really deadly missions. You got to be stealth. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. So I think it has the potential to be a lot of fun, right? To watch in stream. So I think we're going to give that a go. Briggs, thank you for those 100 bits there, huh, man? Just chatting right now. Talking about doing this, thinking about doing a new game. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple weeks. I don't know. Doing a sniper game called Ghost Warrior. Random question. Are you and Impulse thinking of going to Minecon next year? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anytime there's going to be a Minecon, we're always in conversations as to whether or not we're going to go. Now, last time, the one and only time I went was actually me, Impulse, and Tango. That was the first like extended amount of time I spent with Tango. And it was a good time. I'm just going to say it, Tango. I know you're listening. I felt we bonded on that trip. We had a lot of good fun on that run. We drove there and we just did a lot of talking, and it was cool, man. It was cool to be able to engage with that crew on that level. And that was the one and only time that I had gone to Minecon, and I've been looking forward to going back ever since. I just haven't been able to make it happen. I did. You know what's funny is I almost asked Ren in Third Life. I was like, we'll talk about it later. I wonder if Ren remembers that him and I together is what brought that to the people, right? So I did the Periscope thing and I was doing it, but then he ended up following it and then streaming it live because he was streaming at the time. I thought that was really, really cool. That was fun. That was a crazy time, man. I was just like trying out the Periscope for the first time ever. And I went like this, and there was over 800 people watching just through my phone, not even considering the amount of people that were watching through Ren's stream. Right? That was amazing. That was a memory right there. And now there was something to be said for that because I backed out. I was going to do it. I said I was going to. I tweeted out. I'm thinking about doing it, but then I started kind of like looking into it and trying to understand and get a grip on the integrity of the network that was in the hotel, and I was like, or in the convention center rather. And I remember being like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm going to not do it because what's going to happen is all these people are going to get all excited. They're going to get on and then it's going to crash and it's going to be, it's going to suck. So then I bunked out. I'm like, guys, I'm not going to do it. And there was a pretty big outcry about that. I wasn't even going to try. And I'm like, you know what? They're right. Right now, we don't have it. We don't have it right now. So if I do it and it fails, then we're right back where we're at right now. So just do it. So I decided to give it a go. It was 800 people. So I decided to give it a go. And it was flawless, man. I couldn't believe it. It was absolutely flawless. And I did it. It was Periscope, but I did it through how did I do it? I think I did it through my Twitter account. And I had like 120 followers on Twitter at the time, and it boosted to like 900 in that day. It was awesome. Oh, that was crazy. That feels like a lifetime ago. And that's how Ren heard of me, and that's how I heard of Ren. That could be cool too. That's just it. But that's just it, right? When we do the next Third Life, you can't be thinking along the lines of this is who I'm going to team up with. You got to just let it happen, right? Just nice and organic. You just got to let it happen, man. Just whatever happens. You run into somebody, see if you can trust them, see if they're full of it. Do your thing. Here comes that thing back into my ear again. Remember? Hard to do this because everything's inverted. It's coming out of my ear. Uh-oh, I lost it. got to flow. Is that you saying you got to go? How do I like Subnautica? I like it a lot. Subnautica's blowing my mind because there's a lot of nuances in that game, and there's one of those things. I didn't expect it to be as complicated as it is. Not complicated in terms of hard to understand, but complicated that there's like, you gotta make this to make that. You gotta find this so you can make that so you can find that. Like there's a lot to it, and I think it's a gorgeous game. But once we started building the base out, I was like, whoa, this game is pretty cool, man. I just want to, I want to continue on with the narrative. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. That's my thing, is I got to find who killed my sister in the last game of Subnautica or something to that effect. I'm blowing it. Impulse is a traitor. You are correct. He's a filthy traitor. Filthy traitor in Third Life. I'm telling you, people, if we're just chatting here, this next couple months are going to be crazy, and then my life's going to take a big shift and I'm going to have a lot more free time. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you got to flow. Got it. Yeah, don't plan. Just let it flow. Absolutely. 100% agree. Yeah. Oh, man. That piece on Twitter of George Washington's coming home was just, that thing got me moving. And the fact that it like came out 2 days after I was actually at George Washington's house. Skizz free time equals Twitch happy time. That's right. Hoping to do a lot more. That's right. Be like water. That's what Bruce Lee did say. You got to flow like water, man. He was so awesome. You had to get Impulse's message when he died. What's that mean? I had to get his what's that mean? How did you feel when you were the clock part of third? What, you mean like when I died, my last death? I was sad. Obviously sad. I was just like, and that's the other thing, is that Third Life is like this beautiful, it's like the best of a hardcore and survival series, right? It's the best of survival. You don't want to die because you might lose your stuff, but who cares? You know what I mean? It's like, who cares if you die? Because you can just respawn and keep on keeping on. Life's a garden digging. But you do hardcore and you really don't want to die, not even once, because everything's done, right? But Third Life, it's like that best about you die. It's like, okay, I get to live, but oh man, we got to take it easy. Like the little trailer in the beginning that Green put together was perfect. He's like, you're in hot water. And when you're on that Third Life, everything changes. I just think it's such a brilliant concept. Oh, yeah. That's what Impulse said at the end of his video about. Yeah. Yep. When you stand for nothing, you fall. And he knows I love Hamilton. So he was like, you got to make sure you watch the tail end of my video. He's like, you're going to like it. That's right. Float like a butterfly and stings like when I pee. That's Peter Griffin from Family Guy. I love the name. I love when people give me name. I don't like it when I can't answer it, because that makes me feel dumb, because name it's my thing. But sometimes when I can get it, I feel super. Now, who was Peter talking about? Floats like a butterfly and stings like when I pee. We were all too scared to fight. It took a couple episodes for the war. That's true. It did. Because we knew that once somebody pulled the trigger, it was going to be like, there's no looking back, And when I went after Cleo, we'll talk about it when we get there eventually. But when I went after Cleo, I wasn't planning on hurting anybody, man. Enough blood had been shed that day. I'd already taken Jimmy out of the series, man, by shooting through that opening in the bunker. And then she comes up and I'm like, no more. Like, first of all, we could just destroy her and B-dubs. Let's not hurt anybody else right now. And then she just went after Ren. She was trying to kill him. And I just was like, I decided I just put the pedal to the floor and I was like, I'm not stopping till one of us is dead, me or her. And it just turned, I didn't know, I should have paid attention how low she was, because she didn't have a chance. Was it Martin who killed Pizza? How about the fact that killing Pizza was my idea? That was what we're going to get there organically. We're going to wait till we get there. A little bit, babe Yaga, a little bit. I'll admit I had a little bit, I was just in the, in the heat of the battle. And when I took out Jimmy, I'm like, oh boy, that was his third life. And then when I took out Cleo, I really thought she was on her second life. And I took her out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And they're such cool people. I'll be honest, they're such cool people that in our debrief afterwards, I said, okay, now, Jimmy, Cleo, I said, be honest with me. Are you guys upset with me a little bit? And they both were like, get out of here with that. Absolutely not. And they weren't just not upset. They were like really, really, really super cool. Yeah. I didn't straight up murder Cleo. She instigated that. She went after my king. And she was red. And I was red. I didn't straight up murder her. I was just going to let them pass right on by. And when all was said and done, I could have taken care of B-dubs too. But I'm like, nope. And he was shooting me. I was just taking his arrows with my hands up. I'm like, hey, go get her stuff, man. And I didn't know that Martin had already taken all of her stuff. Oh, Cleo with her. How about you build it on the outside of the wall? All right. So now one of the people I'm going out with is calling me right now, which is an indication that my wife is not answering her phone. So I got to take this. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Okay. I will go check. I'm streaming right now, but I'll go check and see. You're fine. You're fine. I assumed you called me because she wasn't answering, so I'll see what she's got going on. Tell me what you want to do. Well, yeah, but where? And what time? Okay. What time? Okay, I'll hit you back. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. My phone, let me tell you something. When I'm streaming, my phone is always ringing. And I'm always ignoring. I'll only answer it if it's like my family, like my brother or something, or my dad, in case something's wrong or whatever. But just chatting with Skizz. Sorry about that. I had to take that. Oh boy. Anyways, now I have an idea of what we're gonna do. So it looks like we're gonna go to, I think, a steak place. I'm not really sure. I didn't quite grab that. I don't know where we're going. But we'll figure it out. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Skizz, are you professional or not? You just took a phone call, but I could not do it because I knew that was a sign that my wife was not picking up, or she might be in the shower or something. I know. I am hungry. Knowing me, I'll probably go. I'll go to like a nice steak place and then I'll get like a sandwich. Yeah, family's number one, man. Number one. Oh yeah, Cleo's bloodlust. But no, actually, what I left off, and we've talked about it before. We played it before, where she's like, "How about you build it on the outside of the wall?" And Impulse and I just start like just instantly cracking up together. That's one of my favorite moments of the whole series. Because that's what Skizz is, man. It's the little things that just make me laugh so hard. You know what I mean? It's this little, and she wasn't even trying to be funny, man. You're chatting, not gaming. Phone calls are okay. Oh boy. You know what's funny? So that's a friend of mine. Her name is Chris. It's Christina. I've known her forever. And she's the wife of my very, very good friend, Paul. Paul, the person I scared in the story time with Skizz. And I do, I don't do a lot of TikTok, but I did a handful of videos, and one of them did all right or whatever. She decides to release a video of her buying a car in a vending machine. You ever seen those? They're called Carvana, where you literally just put you buy a car, you put the token in, and it's a giant vending machine. Like literally it's like 20 stories high, and it like will just deliver your car to you. I don't understand it, but anyway, she did a video of herself doing that, and that video is over 3 million views on TikTok. I'm like, some of the most, what's that? Some of the most fun? Skizz, some of the most some of the most fun, I'm guessing some of the most fun I've had watching you has been the little moments, right? That's what I'm talking about. Prime rib, cooked medium, house salad, baked potato. All right. No, we're talking about food. I haven't eaten anything all day long. All day. Naked and Scared will be coming back. Hopefully, we will be starting to record that either next week or a couple weeks after that. Like I said, I got to leave. Wait. not next week. Hopefully we start recording in 2 weeks or a couple weeks after that. I leave Saturday. I'm going to be gone for a week, and then I'm back for a week or two, and then I leave again. So we're just going to have to play that by ear. We're going to have to, once I come back, Impulse and I will talk a little bit and figure out when's going to be the best time. I do know that what we want to get back to is doing live streams of it on Wednesdays. That was just the perfect little gig right there. That was a perfect gig. Yep, Skizz all over the place again. But I'm going to be a different person when it's all said and done, because I'm going to be moving into a very, very sad part of my life. And I'm just going to be okay with it and have to adjust, get into the new. I'll have more free time, so a lot of time to think about the change. Imp said something about making Imp and Skizz plushies, and now I want them. Yeah, we've talked about it. We never pulled the trigger on it, but we've talked about it. That would be good. Scar, I played Among Us with both of them, and they are so much fun. B-Dubs is another dude that he's just so, pardon me, he's just so like, his voice cracks me up, and he has his little nuances. And like, we had one episode of Among Us where I called Impulse Dippledop, and B-Dubs had never heard that before, and you can just barely hear him go, "Who's Dippledop?" It's the funniest thing ever. What I can't get over is how much B-Dubs and his brother Punjin sound exactly alike. Hey, Woos. What's up, Woozy? Have this... Ooh, good question. Good question. Maruki is asking, have the streams affected the views of Naked and Scared? You know, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Positive or negative, I really can't tell. And if they did, it's going to be very slight, right? When we stream, we have probably between his channel and mine, probably, I don't know, maybe 1,500 to 2,000 people watching. But when we release, it's, great, which we're grateful for. It's like over 20,000 views. Everyone we release, I think. I don't know. Boy, I haven't been there in a while. I have not been there in a while. You know what we should do, dude? We should watch a animation. That's what I should do. We should watch an animation together, and I can give you the behind the scenes of that, because I write those, and that might be fun to watch one of our animations together. You know what I'm saying? Those are just way too much fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we getting a big raid coming in? Did he already pull it? Did he already pull the trigger? I don't want to tell an embarrassing story about Impulse. I have too many. I got too many. But let's do this. This might be kind of fun. Why don't we? He told us to ask. Wait, what? Told you to ask what? What did he tell you to ask? He said it's okay. Raid incoming. Oh boy, there it is. Oh goodness gracious. Impulse with the raid coming in. Goodness, thank you for that raid, Impulse. We're just doing just chatting right now, and we're going to. Let me see if I want to bring this up. Impulse, I'm going to do this, man. We just talked a lot about Third Life and not a lot of fun. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for coming on in here. We have been talking about Third Life, and we just covered episode 1, and we did a lot of pausing and talking about, what the mentality was. And this was all everybody's request, which is great. I sent out a survey earlier today. Here's the 3 options to stream. Just Chatting being one of them. And not only did Just Chatting win, but Just Chatting specifically, people asking for Third Life, which I thought was pretty cool. But what we're going to do now in just a second here, which I think has the potential to be a lot of fun, is we'll watch one of these animations together, right? We'll watch one of these animations together, and I think that's going to be fun. Guys, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Impulse, thank you for that raid, my friend. Goodness gracious. Thank you for that. I know that there's bits coming in that I'm missing. There's subs coming in that I'm missing. Obviously, a lot of follows. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the Skizzman channel. If this is your first time, we have been doing a Just Chatting stream. Typically, we do all these different types of games. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. We're going to watch an animation. I'm going to tell you a little secret that I just shared with everybody in regards to a game that I just came across that I think I want to stream very, very soon because it's super cool, but it's a little gory. It's got a little bit of gore. But I think I can actually dial the gore back if I want to do, but we'll see. Do we want an embarrassing story? He said it's okay to tell an embarrassing story about him. Oh boy. I don't even know which one to tell. I only have embarrassing stories about me. I mean, I got them about him too. I'll try to think of a good one that, oh man, they all wanted. Woo! Impulse, are you here anywhere? Because, Grind, thank you very much for the 300 bits there. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Oh, what would be a good embarrassing story to tell about him? Oh, the thing is, I've got some stories and I'm like, nope, not going to tell you that one. I can't think of any right now that are not that are just the right amount of embarrassing. Astronaut, kept in those 5 subs there. Thank you. Let me try to think of one. In the meantime, let's watch an Imp and Skizz animation together. We'll watch the very first one. So let me tell you what this is about. Okay. So essentially, this is how this came to be. Let me get it queued up here. Okay. This is going to be amazing. You guys are going to enjoy this. This is how these animations came to be, like the idea all the way to fruition or whatever, right? Let me kill the music. Boop and boop and boop. And then let's bring the system sounds up a little bit. So this is how this came to be. Oh, big screen. So I had this idea where I was like, it would be so great for us to do an animation. And so I was like, I started like going through my head on different ideas and piecing together stories and all that stuff. And I thought to myself, well, let me see what Impulse thinks. I think it'd be kind of cool to see what Impulse thinks. You know what I mean? Becky, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you guys. Oh, the golf cart story. Oh, goodness gracious. So I thought, let me run it by Impulse. But before I do, we need an animator. So I'm going to reach out to the one and only Puka. How can you not reach out to Puka? Puka's a heck of an animator. And I thought to myself, let me see if I can get a hold of Pooks first and see if he's in. Because I don't want to get Impulse's hopes up and then be like, well, now we have to find an animator and then that falls through. So I reach out to Pooks. Pooks is into it. Impulse and I are out to lunch and I'm like, let me pitch something at you. Let me just like throw an idea your way and see what you think. Danny, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. 4 months in a row. Goodness gracious. Thank you. And so I run it by him. I run the idea by him and he's like, that sounds awesome. He's like, and I'm like, and they would be shorts. They would literally be shorts. Like Imp and Skizz short videos, right? And at that time, Imp and Skizz wasn't even a thing. Actually, we were landing them on his channel at the time. And he's like, that sounds awesome. He's like, who's going to animate? I'm like, I think Puka. Or I said, Puka. He goes, yeah. He's like, well, we'd have to reach out to him. I said, I already did. And he's in. He goes, really? that was what I thought. That was a good moment because Impulse is like, really? I said, so you've been thinking about this for a while. I'm like, yeah. So we wrote the first episode and then we kind of like go over our lines or whatever. And I remember being kind of nervous in regards to like, how are we going to do this? Like, I don't know. I want Impulse to have all the freedom that he wants in regards to what he wants his lines to be. But when I write him, I have something in mind, but I want him to have all the freedom in the world. And he would lean into that too. He'd be like, well, what about this? Like, absolutely. So we made a really good duo like that. But when we would record it, and let me get your guys' feedback on this, because this next part was Pook's idea when we haven't done it yet. But when we would record it, we would record one long session. So I'd be home here, he'd be at his house, and we would hit record at the same time. We would record one long session, and then we'd be like, okay, now this. All right, now I'm going to say this, this cadence. Okay, say that again. Do it a little bit faster, be a little bit angry on that, stuff like that, right? Get a little quicker about that or whatever. Cinnamon Roll, thank you very much for that. Gifting those 5 subs. Thank you. Scruffy Bear Paws for those 2 months in a row. You guys are awesome. Cinnamon Roll, thank you very much. And now I want Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll, I haven't eaten anything all day. Now I want a Cinnamon Roll. Yum. So anyway, so we would record it, and then Pooks was like, here's what you guys need to do. And he wrote to us, he's like, the raw file of you guys, because if there's an episode that's like a 2-minute animation, as you can imagine, it took, several hours to write. It took upwards to an hour to record. And then it takes, as you can imagine, it takes Puka, months to animate. That's the nature of animation. So we did our thing, and he's like, you need to release the raw audio file of you guys recording because it's hilarious. Because we mess with each other a lot, you know what I mean? Which is like super fun. And oh my gosh, hold on. Somebody pointed that out. Yes, I am Cinnamon Roll. First of all, supporter 6667 pointing this out. I'm just now noticing that. Thank you for Cinnamon Roll. I didn't even notice you gifted out 5 tier 3 subs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. That is a buddy bomb if I've ever seen it. That's Cinnamon Roll with a massive buddy bomb. Oh my gosh. Gifting out 5 tier 3 subs. Cinnamon Roll, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. It's all you people with your tier 3s, you guys have a graphic in there that nobody else has. Throw that out there. That is just amazing. I don't even know what to say. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much for that, Cinnamon Roll. That blows my mind. That is a serious butter bomb right there. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, guys. Jeez. Anyway, so Puka threw out the idea like we should release the entire audio file, which could be a really, really cool thing. And we haven't done it yet, but we might. But anyways, so this one here, I knew I wanted our first short to be about inventions, to talk about, my intention in the writing here was specifically to really, really project the dichotomy that exists between myself and Impulse from a Minecraft standpoint. Now, he's very, very good at Minecraft. I'm very, very not good. And so it was kind of fun I like the idea of him building something actually real. And then the Skizz character being very bragging about his scumpus, which is a stone block and a torch. And the idea that at the end of the day, that is what actually ends up lasting and actually might add some value, right? So let's watch this through and maybe we might do some pausing or whatever. Road, thank you very much. Subscribing at tier 3. Oh my gosh. 6 months with that tier 3. Missing on legacy. I know, Rose. I got to get back to it. Road. That's how I say your name, Road. You guys, I don't even know what to say. This is blowing my mind right now. All right, ready? Oh, hold on. Maybe actually share out the screen. And let me do this. Let me bring my stupid face way smaller. Bring it real nice and small. And then let's play this. This is going to be fun. Where is it? Here we go. Ready? Let me crank it. Hey, man. What's up, buddy? Okay. So now the way this works is when we do these, typically Puka will animate a few seconds and then get it to us. It takes, weeks or whatever. I remember like that right there. That was as much as we got from the beginning to that. And not to mention this here, if I could find the presentation I put together, that Impulse and I put together to give Puka the idea of what we wanted here, literally what I had was the words Imp and Skizz up here on this presentation, like a PowerPoint presentation. And I said, and I canted it a little bit. I was like animated shorts in the center, inventions. And I had a red rectangle on the right, a yellow rectangle on the left. And I was like, we're going to come together. I'm going to lean against it. And I was like, and when Impulse leans on it, have the animated tilt down. He crushes it. I was like, perfect. Right. So then we get this little bit here. Hey, man. What's up, buddy? Okay, so that's as much we got in beginning. And I remember being like, this is going to be real. Like the quality was already like, I wasn't expecting quality at this level. I love what we're doing here.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Just working on the inverted dual observer infinite loop generator with toggle capacity and burnout protection. It's designed to both capitalize on zero-tick approach and also eliminate lag.
Okay, just so you know, I actually did write those words. I actually was like, I got to come up with something that is so unbelievably esoteric and overly complicated that is the joke, right? Video, audio, a bit quiet. Okay, let's turn up a little bit more. Let me do this. Thank you very much. Let's turn it up. Here we go. Let's listen to that again.
Eliminate lag. Capitalize on zero-tick approach.
I had fun writing that line.
Loop generator with toggle
Gosh,
capacity.
it's long. What are you doing?
Just working on the inverted dual observer infinite loop generator with toggle capacity and burnout protection. It's designed to both capitalize on zero-tick approach and also eliminate lag.
So I want you to also know, as I wrote it, I was like, I think I know more about Minecraft than I thought I did. This all makes sense to me. Yeah, they're epic. Totally. Now, I will say this. The cadence is a little off on this, right? Like our cadence back and forth. And you can see the difference between this one and next one. So every time I wrote, I tried to push Pooks a little bit more. And all he did was answer the call to the point to where it can be argued the third one is too long. It's too long. It's too much. So if we ever do this again, I'm actually going to dial it back a little bit. Totally. What's this do?
Dude, can you not please?
Now let's talk about this. This is also some stuff I love about Puka, is that watch what he does here, how I do this. I didn't put in there to have this little stutter between Impulse and myself in regards to I'm about to kick again, he sees me and I stop. That was all him. That was Puka just adding that in, and it adds so much. Watch. Oop, that right there.
Bro, I love you, man, but I'm inventing here.
Yeah, me too. I've been inventing too.
Is that right? You got that brain working overtime, do you?
What a jerk.
Yep. It's called a scumpus. Stand for Skizzleman Compass.
What's it do?
Dance.
It helps you not get lost, and it helps you find stuff. See? It points.
What's it pointing at?
I'm inventing.
At that scumpus.
Huh. Well, good job, man. Dude! Oh, dude!
I love that too. A little Alfred Hitchcock piece there, right? So Alfred Hitchcock, that was his thing, is that he would make a video. He would always find a way to insert himself into the video, no matter how small. Sometimes he would literally just be like in The Birds. I think at one point he just was walking a dog across, right? He comes out of a store with a dog on a leash or something, if I can't remember, but that's what Puka did too. And I love it. I love how he puts himself in there. Let's do it again.
Dude! Oh, dude! Dude, what the heck? I'm
Lovely. Thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. 20-month streak. Goodness me.
never going to be able to find all that stuff again.
You want to use my compass?
This is fun too. I mean, even all the way down to the credits, it captures us. That was all Puka. Yeah, Puka understands us, man. He's amazing. He is amazing. He is absolutely amazing. Serious, thank you very much for that Prime sub. Now, everybody, after that amazing raid, I get to be this big jerk that says, thank you for coming on in, Raiders, and we are wrapping up the stream. I'm so sorry about that. And I would stick around for another hour. I really would if I did not have dinner plans. So I got to go do that. So we're going to do that. And I want to tell you guys, thank you very much for sticking around again. Thank you for that raid. Outstanding. You guys, stay tuned. If I can find some time tomorrow, that's what I want to talk about. After this one, I was going to talk about the fact that I found a new game that I want to give a go. And I mentioned to the people that were in the stream before the Raiders, and it's a little bit gory, but it's a sniper game. And I will put mature audience only, obviously. Paisley, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, guys. And I am going to maybe play that maybe tomorrow. And I did a little test run of it earlier, so you guys don't have to sit there and learn like with me as I learn how to like do the mechanics or whatever. But it actually is a really, really cool thing, right? It's a really cool game. So I might give that a go. So I want to let you guys know. So keep an eye out for that. If I get the time tomorrow, the time I'd like to do that. I'm so sorry. Oh, the impulse store. I don't have okay, I got to tell one. Oh, I got to think of one. I can't think of one right now. I can't think of an embarrassing one. Oh, okay. I got one for you. Some of you heard this. I got to tell it kind of quick because I got to get to. All right. So there was this, some of you will already know what I'm talking about. I don't know if this might be a little embarrassing for him, but when he was getting married, it was in Vegas, right? And I was obviously like one of the groomsmen. And Nefera, thank you very much for that Prime sub. Thank you for that. And keep up the great work. Thank you so much. So we were doing this thing, me and all of our buddies, me, Impulse, and all of our buddies were doing this thing. I don't know if you guys remember the game, the TV show called, I'm just going to say the word. It's an old TV show called Jackass. And it's basically just a bunch of buddies that just act like jerks to each other all the time. It's got a lot of funny moments, but for some reason, me, Impulse, and our other buddies went into this kick where we decided we're going to be those guys. We're going to behave like that. So we're always hurting each other. So yeah, see, some of you remember this story. So we decided we're always hurting each other. Well, we're in Vegas, and I go into the store to buy a couple things. And then I came out and I had change for people. So we're in this circle. I'm here and I can see that Impulse is in front of me, and I owe him change. And then, or no, it's before all that. I'm doing something. And all I know is this. This is all I know. I know I haven't bought anything yet, but I knew Impulse was about to slap me. Okay. I knew he was. Like I said, I just saw it in his body language. I knew it. And I was like, I'm going to embarrass him. He's going to take a big old swing and try to smack me across the face as hard as he can. And I'm going to dodge it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm sitting there. He steps forward. I see this movement and I just whip back, and he tries to smack me in the face as hard as he can. He hits nothing but air. Right? Just nothing but air. Now, if you're going to be playing a game like this and you take a swing at somebody and you hit nothing but air, give them the win. Don't do what Impulse does in the next half second. He swings, hits nothing but air. You know he's embarrassed. And because I move back, I'm super exposed right here. And he decides he's going to punch me in the stomach. And so he punches me in the stomach. I wouldn't say as hard as he can, but when you're not ready for it, that's the real deal. Now, we're there for his wedding, right? And he punched, so he dodged. I dodge. He hits nothing but air, and he boom instantly hits me in the stomach, and it hurt. And I remember in that moment, I was like, your brain just goes into like kill mode. And so I come at him, and to me at that moment, he wasn't Impulse. It was gonna be really bad. And our good buddy dives in between us and pushes me back. He's like, "Yo, we're playing Jackass. We're playing Jackass." And he instantly, I'm like, "All right, I was really about to be a jerk just now, but I was in a lot of pain. It hurt a lot, So I'm very upset. Well, I'm like, oh, well, I can't just, I'm not going to just let him get away with it. I got to get back at him. So now I go back in the store, and that's where I go buy the stuff. And I come back and I'm doling out money, and I realize, okay, I know what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm not going to punch him in the stomach, because as much as that hurt, I don't want to do that to him. That hurt that bad. I'm not going to punch him in the face, because he's getting married tomorrow, and I don't want him to have bruises I'm not going to be that guy. So I'll punch him in the chest. That's what I'll do. I'll punch him in the chest. I actually have a relatively heavy fist. And so I came up, and I could tell he's like kind of nervous. He doesn't know what's coming his way. I should have just done nothing. So he was just sweating it all night long. So I come up and I hand as I intentionally, as I hand over to this person money, Impulse in front of me, I hand this person money, and my right foot takes a step back, and I come forward and I just give him everything right into the chest. And I saw the shock on his face. I saw like his body kind of jut back or whatever. And to me, it was the safest thing to do. What I didn't know is that I could have put him into cardiac arrest. Had I been smart enough to put that together, I would never have done that. But I hit him. And he took it like a champ, man. To put him back, and he doubles over. He's like, ugh, and he's like, "We're even, right?" I'm like, "We're even, man." And the next day, he had a giant yellow circle on his chest. It was the best thing ever. Bruises are supposed to get like black and blue. It was yellow. I don't know why it was yellow. That was like, I think you're leaking spinal fluid or something, dude. And somehow we're friends. All right, you guys are the best. I'm so sorry that I got to cut it short like this. I do feel bad about that. I got to do it because I can't miss these plans. I appreciate the raid very, very much. It was another fun Just Chatting stream. We'll do more of these in the future. We will do more of these. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid here. You guys are the best. Again, Raiders, thanks for sticking around, watching that animation with us. Next time we meet, we'll do more Third Life. We'll maybe do a little bit more Among Us talk. We'll do another animation. It's just so much fun to cover these things and kind of give you guys the background of where we're at and all that. I'm going to, let's see. Oh, there's two people I'm thinking about hitting up here. Let me see here. I think I'm going to send you guys on over to, it's another Just Chatting stream. If you guys are in a Just Chatting mood, let's do it. I'm going to send you over to Chimney Swift. He's a good dude. I'm going to get that loaded up right now. Go give Chimney some love. Chimney and I need to play Sea of Thieves together. It's got a new update. It's actually got Jack Sparrow involved, which I think is really super cool. So I will have a good dinner. Guys, thank you for all the nice, great things you guys are saying. And please have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys shortly. How do I actually start it? See you guys.